Hello and welcome to the Easy Allies podcast. I'm Algo Huber. Which one am I looking at here, Don? Which one?
Main one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
Greetings, everybody. We are Easy Allies. This is the Easy Allies podcast at the end of February, and we are joined remotely by Isla Hank.
Hello.
Michael Robami Damiani.
How's it going?
He's just Damiani today.
Just Damiani today.
He's not Robamiani.
And Sophia, which last name do you prefer?
Harris?
It's her only
My
last
only
name.
one?
Yeah, I mean,
What
do you,
we did was,
take a
here's the
last
deal.
name. How does that work?
No, I took the H from her last name, and she took the H from my last name.
Wait, I don't get it.
What?
I'm confused.
You swapped H's?
We swapped H's.
Yeah,
I like that.
H's.
I get it. I get it now. Okay, I'm caught up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're here. We got a big week today. Everyone is excited to talk about stuff today. We got some good stuff. We've got Phil Spencer has retired and Sarah Bond is out. That's intense. So a lot of Xbox shakeups. We've got Wolverine finally getting a launch date. So hyped about that. We've got the January sales report. We always love those. And of course, we've played a lot of good games because this week is Resident Evil week. Yes, it is. So the panel is itching and tasting that discussion.
We are all itchy tasty.
Yes. Very excited. All right, let's just dive right in. Let's dive in head first to some intense, industry-shaking news. Absolutely earth-shattering. Phil Spencer has retired, and Sarah Bond is out as a new AI exec is named the Xbox head. On Friday last week, the day after we recorded the podcast.
Yeah. Can't win them all.
Yeah, it always feels like that happens.
Anytime someone suddenly retires, it's like 1 hour after we're done with the podcast.
Right? So last week, Phil Spencer announced that he is retiring from the role as Microsoft Gaming CEO effective on Monday, February 23rd. So it was 3 days ago from today of filming. In the same story, it was also revealed that Xbox president Sarah Bond, long considered to be Spencer's apparent heir, resigned from her position. The new CEO of Microsoft Gaming is now Asha Sharma, who was previously the president of Microsoft's Core AI product and has previously worked for Meta and Instacart. She's also a board member at Home Depot.
Oh,
I
didn't know the Home Depot part. Good Lord.
Matt Booty got promoted from Xbox Game Studio head to Chief Content Officer.
At least there's still Booty.
Yeah, so Matt Booty's still there. Just want to throw it to the panel. Just me personally, it was definitely sudden. Definitely shocking. And I think the first thing that came to mind was like how hopeful I was for the Xbox brand right when Series X launched, just with Game Pass, with, everything that Phil Spencer had been saying to us. It felt really hopeful, and that hasn't really worked out. And then now here we are. So throwing to you for any takes on this.
The suddenness was very sudden, and like people, it does no good to speculate. Like people are throwing around all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's been not even a week.
Yeah, my best guess is, given how much Microsoft has been pushing for AI and looking at who they hired to take the role, maybe Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond pushed back on that or didn't want to toe the company line with AI, and they were asked to leave. But who knows? Like, anytime someone retires suddenly like this, it feels like they allowed them to be fired with dignity. That's like kind of always my assumption.
That's
but
scary. Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know anything. We don't know what's going on. Like, president of Core AI, worked at Meta and Instacart, and a board member of Home Depot. None of that bodes well, particularly. But
Yeah.
Xbox isn't doing great anyway right now. So
that's what I was gonna say. I like
Yeah.
exactly that. Is like, it seems a little. I'm definitely pessimistic on paper here, but at the same time, Xbox was in free fall.
yeah.
So like, isn't any kind of shakeup potentially better because they were just on the downward trajectory? So I feel like just throwing anybody in there is better than what it was, even if, Phil Spencer had a lot of hype behind him.
I don't know if better is a word, but different.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, my take is kind of like looking at this as it is the beginning, like, to be kind of like grim. It all just feels kind of like the beginning of the end of how we view the games industry. And like, Phil, for all his many faults, has done a lot of good things for Xbox too, like pushing backward compatibility, and like he's a likable guy when you meet him. He's like, he doesn't scream the kind of CEO energy that so many people have.
Right.
And Sarah Bond has gotten a lot of very like kind of weird, like, focused in criticism, but like at the end of the day, what do we have right now? We have a bunch of corporate kind of talk, essentially, just like corporate statements, XYZ, and then we have people inside Microsoft saying XYZ. So it's not really anything that we can say is objective truths or what actually happened. It is a very strange thing to happen. And like, obviously, with all of Microsoft, like, dev studios are unfortunately going towards like being, more AI driven, and it's also like a bigger thing when I think about it, of like cloud gaming and like the global chip crisis, and how all these huge studios are putting all their millions and millions into these data centers, and like it's all just kind of all these big puzzle pieces of the entire industry of consoles. How are we going to make them with a chip shortage? They're going to be more expensive. Will consumers buy them? Enter game like cloud gaming, everything being subscription based. Like, it's so many like different puzzle pieces of like the bigger picture that I feel like this is just kind of one of probably, unfortunately, many more kind of bad news things that we will hear. It's all the layoffs, all the like, we're laying off people to make production better. What does that even mean, right? We know what it means. We know what it means, and like, it's just kind of, we don't know what Microsoft's plan is. I don't think like somebody was hired to like sunset Microsoft. I heard a lot of kind of talk about that. That seems very like,
doom
now
and
we're
gloom,
just,
for sure.
We're spreading a lot of rumors when all we have is corporate talk and insider people talking about, like, people inside Microsoft talking about what happens inside Microsoft, which is like, okay. So it's like, at the end of the day, I think there's a lot of conversations that we can have about like, we have to talk about the global chip crisis. And I think I read somewhere, I might be wrong, in chat, please correct me if I'm wrong, where it's like Nvidia has like millions and millions, like I think like 500 millions worth of chip orders they haven't filled. Like, there's crazy numbers of everything, and like, how are we going to produce what consumers want? Do we all, as consumers, just want to, subscribe to games instead of owning them? What does that mean? Like, it's a whole big package. And I think we don't know why Phil retired so suddenly. We don't know why Sarah left. It will probably be, apparent at some point, but I wonder if it's just a symptom of bigger problems that the entire industry kind of have and should, think about.
Well, it's also kind of weird because like for the longest time we were like, Microsoft, Xbox is not winning this generation. Certainly, like, they don't have any exclusives. They don't have like that much going on, except their one like positive thing was that Game Pass was a good value. Yeah. And like, they fucked that up. They changed the pricing to they outpriced themselves and like had a huge drop in subscribers. And like, this happens a few months later, and it's just like, that was like the one thing they had going, I feel like, for them.
It felt like it was just, carrying their entire brand and like a huge part of just the entire video game industry. And now it feels like it just fell like a rock
They removed themselves from relevancy, I feel like.
Yeah.
And
there's
like,
also-
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, there is something also to be said of, like, do we know how much specific games and game studios how much do they make or not make from putting their game on Game Pass? How much does Xbox make? Like, then you go back to, like, all the secrecy around budgeting and what is actual value or not. Like, we don't know. And then you go back to the fact of, like, do we as consumers no longer want to own the media we have? Right? Like, physical or otherwise. And so, yeah. But it's, who knows? Who knows if it's profitable or not, really? Probably.
Damiani, any takes on this move?
I mean, I echo the sentiment that it felt very sudden. I think there's more to the story. We just don't know it yet. Hopefully people, dig it up and we get to hear what happened. I have no confidence in who they instilled to run the company now, like the Xbox brand. I don't know, like I saw it was like former Xbox co-founder Seamus Blackley was the one who said like they think Microsoft might sunset the brand, but then Peter Moore, also former Microsoft or Xbox label head, came in and said like it's just that's too valuable. So like no one knows what they're gonna do with it. But one thing for sure is that like you don't instill someone who has an AI background if they're not probably going to be doing something with AI. But also we're seeing news headlines saying that like big Microsoft is like, maybe we made some mistakes with Copilot. Maybe we shouldn't be shoving it down everyone's throats. Maybe we're going to be backing out of it a little bit. It's like, wait, what? And then why are you doing this? Like, so who knows?
The thing that breaks your computer if you plug in a mouse was a bad idea.
It's like, okay, I don't know. And it feels like they had a direction with Game Pass and like, everything else is getting in the way, but I don't know. It just feels like such a mess. It just gives me another reason to just like kind of just like ignore Xbox. I'm like, cool, I'll play anything of interest of you on PC, and I'll keep playing everything else on Switch and PlayStation and PC. Like, thanks, congratulations on your further downward trajectory from being like so big in the Xbox 360 era. It's like great.
Great. My Series
We've been
X,
talking about that for years, just about how, what reason is there to play on the Xbox if it's also on PC and elsewhere? Yeah.
None. Well, and also when you have to pay for Xbox Live and PlayStation Network to play online, there's no reason to pay for both. And since Game Pass is no longer an incredible value, like I shut that off. So like now literally my Xbox is a Blu-ray player. Because I have the digital only PS5, so
we have some good Blu-rays.
Ours is just playing Blu-rays. We got Barry Lyndon on there.
Yeah. Oh, baby, nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got also. I just wanted to say before we move on, the email that we as press got for this announcement was bizarre because it had like Phil Spencer in bold, and then like Asha Sharma in bold and like a paragraph about each, and then Matt Booty in bold with a paragraph about him, and then very end bottom afterthought, like half a sentence was like, it said, I think like Sarah Bond has also decided to move on to her next chapter. Her name wasn't bolded. It was just at the bottom of the email, and I was like, what's going on? Like what?
Yeah, what?
Like that's so weird. Like
I wonder if her and Phil will go do something or
go
start something.
Start an indie game company with Shuhei or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So definitely an intense time for the Xbox brand, as it has been now for many years.
It feels like people saying like, oh, they're gonna sunset the thing.
That would be
like,
so depressing.
Well, but here's my point: is like they might not intentionally be sunsetting the Xbox brand.
Yeah.
But maybe unintentionally they're sunsetting the Xbox brand.
Yeah,
but,
like, I've always preferred PlayStation and Nintendo, but like if Xbox just ceased to exist, I would be so depressed, and that would be so bad for the industry.
Yeah.
Please, Xbox, get it together for all of us. Just get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, not to keep harping on this, but like, I find myself interrogating that notion also, right? Because it's like, obviously, competition breeds improvement, right? Breeds a better environment for everybody. But now that most games are coming out on PlayStation and everything, also, it's like, do we need a literal Xbox anymore? Like, or do we just need Microsoft to keep these companies making games for PC and PlayStation? Like, is it a waste of money for them to just have the Xbox exist? Like, will there be a next Xbox? I know they've said, we heard some rumors,
there'll at least
like,
be one more.
I think it'll be, because what did they say? Like, recently they were like, the next Xbox, I don't know if this was a rumor or what, but like, will be more akin to like a premium, like, gamer PC thing. It's like, it's more of a Steam
Windows,
machine.
right?
Yeah, and it'll be like $1,500 or whatever. So it's like, if Microsoft is also going the Steam machine route of like a, you know, still way more expensive than a console, but competitive for a gaming PC, you know, that almost might make more sense for them. Like, I don't know.
You know who doesn't have competition and it shows is Pokemon.
Oh.
So
I thought you were segueing to Wolverine.
No, but
I was like, that's a good segue.
If anyone needs competition, it's Pokemon.
Yes,
Holy
please.
crap.
Oh my God, yeah.
Competition is good.
It's just frustrating. Okay, can I vent for like half a minute?
Please.
It's just the Pokemon company, they have the money to create a game, a legendary experience like no other game like it. They could create the most incredible legacy of a game, and they're like, nah, we're just gonna pump them out because we need some more money, I guess. And it's like, chumps like me buy it, and then we're like, it's so, I don't know what the answer is, but it's just so weird that like, they could use such a small part of their insane budget to just give us, anyways, sorry. Continue.
I love it.
It's also like, it wouldn't even be hard. Just use a different engine. Like, just make your engine. I mean, that's hard to make your own engine, but like, and they probably don't want to share any of the pie with Epic or whatever and use Unreal. But like, still, just like, I don't know, hire like 20 people to make your make your shit run better. Like,
just lastly about this, this is just me. I've always been a believer in the power of exclusives. Console exclusive games to me are they're so fucking important. No matter what anyone says, and no matter about like the access and the hot takes about it, like, I really think they're important for the brand, for a console, like, to make it meaningful. Like, oh, I can only play this thing here. That makes it seem more important. That makes me want to get the thing because I can only play this really awesome game there. Somebody did ask Sharma about exclusives on social media, and she was like, yo, heard. I hear you. I see you. So, like, will we go back to a time of Xbox console exclusives? There's just,
generated by AI.
We're in day zero, so there's a lot to, like, we don't know.
I look forward to Halo Copilot.
I mean, it's we're at a point where, like, she just have to disprove a lot of the things that we naturally think will happen when, like, I remember her saying, this was not about Xbox, this was before she had that job of, like, every application will become an AI application, and I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, she has a lot to prove if she actually but I mean, again, we're just hearing Corpo talk, and we have been hearing Corpo talk for the past week, so give me something else.
For sure. Time will tell. So good luck to Xbox. Please get it together. Jeez. All right, in better news, it is time. Wolverine, just out of nowhere, we just had a PlayStation showcase experience. What, I don't even know what they're called. Direct
State of Play.
State of Play. My God.
PlayStation Experience was the live show, I think.
Showcase is their big ones.
Although that State of Play was very good. That was showcase levels. Yeah.
And before the State of Play, I was saying, like, yo, we're definitely going to see Wolverine. We're definitely going to see a launch trailer, like, release date. Didn't happen, was not in the show. And then just randomly on social media, they announced the release date of Marvel's Wolverine, and they said, who's ready for September 15th, 2026? Wishlist Marvel's #Wolverine PS5 now. Just out of nowhere.
Can you wishlist on PlayStation too? That's interesting.
Yeah. So Wolverine coming to PS5. This is a exclusive that we were just talking about, the important exclusives. This is also not launching on PC. This is just launching on PS5 only. That is the only place you can play Marvel's Wolverine. And I think that's at least. But also, no, they were just asked about a PC version, and they're really cagey about it. They're like, yeah, we don't know. Who knows?
I mean, they're not going to say, wait a year, you don't have to buy it on PlayStation.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think this is a big deal. One, because Insomniac Games rarely misses, and they haven't missed in a long time. And Wolverine is one of the most popular comic book characters of all time. Huge. Deadpool and Wolverine made like $1.4 billion was the last time Wolverine was in a movie. So this is big. This is one of the biggest releases of the year. How are we all feeling about this?
Good.
Yeah.
I think it'll be cool. I think this has an astronomical budget probably too. So like,
oh
it's
my god, we're in the hundreds. We're in the hundreds.
We're in the high hundreds. Like this. Like, I think game budgets are higher than we think they are. I think they're insane.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
And like,
this has got to be 300 mil probably, huh?
Oh, double it. Like, this is crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? But like, I think it's up there, and like, I think it'll make it. Like, yeah. No, it looks good.
I'm so pumped. Obviously, coming off of Spider-Man's success, we've had Spider-Man, we've had Miles Morales, and we've had Spider-Man 2. This game is in the same continuity, which I think is so exciting. Like, just, we have like a little mini cinematic universe here, a little Insomniac Marvel universe building up. Which is just so sick. They've only teased some of these characters in this game. Obviously, Omega Red and Mystique and Wolverine himself. So yeah, I'm just so pumped. Like, Ratchet and Clank is one of my all-time favorite franchises ever. And then they gave us Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 1 is like legit for the longest time, and maybe even still to this day. Like, if any random person is like, hey, can you recommend a video game for me? Like, just any game? Insomniac Spider-Man 1 is like one of my go-to recommendations, because I feel like if you've never played a video game, or if you are like hardcore Souls Metroidvania gamer person, you would still love this game. Like, it just appeals to everyone. So I feel like Wolverine is going to be in the same way. I love that it's rated M for mature. That's the only way to do Wolverine.
Yeah.
Have him drop some F-bombs, cut off some limbs. Let's go.
I mean, full stabbing through the head. I mean, it's weird, too, that we haven't had like an extended look at gameplay, but we have a release date.
Yeah.
That's like
good
backwards.
call.
It's like weird.
Right?
I don't trust
That
it.
is.
I would
Uh-oh. Throw it in, Sophia. Throw in a little bit of doubt, for sure.
I feel like I wonder if the hastily, not in state of play, but just randomly social media post of a release date feels like, are we panicking?
Get out before GTA.
They shut down Blue Point. Oh my god, good news. Okay, here we go. Or is it maybe, I mean, I hope it's that, but like, I mean, this is also any release date I always take with a grain of salt, because, and I welcome a delay. If you need to keep it cooking have it cook as long as you need. So it's like, this is more like a general thing for me, where I'm just always like, might be delayed, and that's okay. That's totally fine. I just thought it was surprising that they made such a little. I thought that was like a big thing. You could make that a huge thing, like,
especially because they announced it in 2021.
Yeah.
So here we are, 5 years after the announcement of this game, and then they're just like, all right, it's finally coming out.
That's why I'm like, and I mean, I hope the game is good. I admittedly have some superhero fatigue still, mostly from movies, but obviously it like goes into games as well a little bit. Sure. I'm just hoping that this will bring it back, and maybe I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see more Wolverine movies. They always
Totally.
make them, so.
Oh yeah, he'll be 90 when he retires.
Yeah. He should make a musical though. He's a good singer.
For
Wolverine
sure.
the musical would be
The
kind
great-
of fire.
Yo, Wolverine the musical.
Yeah.
That'd be
Can you
crazy.
imagine?
That'd be crazy.
Dude.
And then have little baby Tom Holland. He's
Deadpool.
not a baby, but have Tom Holland like dance because he's a dancer. Spider-Man, Wolverine.
Jean
just dance.
Grey.
Jean!
I think we're onto something.
Over under Wolverine will yell Jean 4 times in this game. Over
4
under.
times in the entire game?
Yeah, in this game. 4 times more or less.
Well, I'm wondering how many of the other X-Men are in this. We see Mystique, and we see him like he's wearing his Canada outfit. He's wearing his like Outback. You know, he's in various locations here, but like, who knows?
I hope it's in relation to denim.
I doubt they have the rights to the rest of the X-Men, but who knows?
And I do want to give a shout out to, of course, maybe the all-time best movie tie-in game of all time, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Incredible video game. And that was just a random movie tie-in game. This is from Insomniac Games. Sony-backed. Budget. So we will see. We will see.
Fingers crossed.
I am like so hopeful and optimistic about this game. I have high hopes, high expectations. Will they deliver? Because Spider-Man 2 didn't like it as much as 1 or Miles Morales. So we'll see. We'll see
Woof.
here.
Woof.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. Fresh start, though. Wolverine 1. All right. Back to some really depressing news. Eurogamer and layoffs. Eurogamer, as I always say, is my favorite outlet to read about games news. Number 1, it's not even close. I'm obsessed with Eurogamer. I love Eurogamer. They do incredible reviews. They do incredible informative articles. They just have the most grounded, legit takes 95% of the time. Like, they are amazing. Another week, another round of layoffs. VGC reports that Eurogamer is facing at least its second round of editorial layoffs since joining IGN. It was also revealed this week that EA-owned Full Circle, the developers of Skate, will also be laying off an undisclosed amount of workers to, quote, better support Skate's long-term future. So they can hire, like, AI people in there to, clean a lot of things. I'm just saying that. I don't know.
It's
but yeah.
sad that it feels like it should be a weekly, another week, another round of layoffs. Who do we got? Like, there's not even enough time to talk about all the layoffs because there's so many layoffs every single week. And it's just crazy that this is the new normal. And we're just like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
it's so devastating across every part of the industry.
Damiani, I didn't get any Wolverine thoughts from you. I'm sorry. Do you have any thoughts of Wolverine? And do you have any thoughts about these layoffs?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure Wolverine will be great. I'm a little bit like in fatigue. Like I like Spider-Man. I'll say this. I don't really have anything to say about Wolverine yet. I need to see more of it.
Great.
But I thought Spider-Man 2 was better than Spider-Man 1. But I still think Miles Morales was like very good, and like for especially for being like a much shorter experience, like that probably had like the better story. But I liked what the Spider-Man 2 felt better to me than Spider-Man 1.
Cool, great. I love that take. Awesome.
Yeah. And this more shitty news. I mean, and we know which direction it's going because I know it's not like, I don't know if it's on the docket for anything later, but just roll it in here. But I mean, they're just probably going to replace them with like bullshit AI, which just got videogamer.com in trouble because they just submitted they've been submitting AI reviews, and Metacritic took action. They were like, once they were alerted to it, they're like, oh hell no, kick that shit off, we're gonna like ban them too. And it's like they were making fake journalist profiles with AI generated photos and shit.
Holy shit, I didn't get that part.
Yeah, it is so bleak.
Was it Barry Gold or some like like their descriptions are like, and they left Chat GPT in the file name for the photos too. So it's like, like
insanity.
It's almost
this makes me happy we don't do traditional reviews anymore, because like it's just gonna like, I don't want to be making this type of stuff in the age where like AI is fucking up everything. Like I've never been happier to like, I'm cool not making reviews like now because it's just like AI is destroying everything. And like, I know it can
watch
like,
our Resident Evil review that went out yesterday.
Handwritten, handcrafted review.
Like it's
yes,
good.
I wrote it, Don edited it, Bloodworth proofread it, and Jones read the script. It was a 4-person operation of real human beings. Check it out. No AI.
I love that. I'm just like demoralized from all this. I'm like, I'm like, why bother anymore? Like,
Damiani, like, you shouldn't be. I know it feels demoralizing, but it's like it's more important than ever for have people actually talk about it. Like the demoralizing part is that
I love that, Sophia. Yes.
The demoralizing part is that it took long before. It's like all these bigger companies buying everything, but there is still independent media, right? Like that's the important part of like. Everyone that's doing some shape or form of independent media that is non-sponsored in the case of reviews and stuff, like there is hope to find there, and just like this sucks, but at least now we know that Metacritic is actively working on removing that. So like
and
OpenCritic maybe too. I'm not sure, but
OpenCritic did too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
It is demoralizing, but it's like we need it more than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real big shout out to Eurogamer. I love them so much.
Like it's trash to the people. It's trashy for the people who just got kicked to the curb and stuff like that. I mean, losing their jobs at that. And honestly, it just feels like there's sorry to be more like the downer thing. It was like, you can go independent route, but it just feels like there's just like no place to. There was already so little stability in this field. Yeah. Now it just feels like chaos. It's just like good luck. Like I would like I'll keep saying it. Sadly, it's like my advice to like starting like recently. My advice is like do not get into this industry. This is the worst time to get into it. This is not a good place to go right now. Like unless like you're like. Anime shonen mindset, like Naruto, Luffy, fucking Goku mindset, where like no amount of talking will convince you otherwise, and you just have to experience it for yourself. It's like, why would you tell someone to go into this right now when like it's like journalism side and the media side is like worse than ever in terms of like stability, and then even like the studio side, the development side is like in the worst state it's ever been. So it's like.
Well, shout out to everyone who supports Easy Allies, all the patrons, keeping us alive, letting us do this. So grateful.
It is
so much love and respect to all of you. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, it is definitely a hard time. The thing is, things won't improve unless constructive discussions are had, and constructive discussions around the games industry and games we love and all the happenings only happen through people, right? And so it is like we're waiting for this AI bubble to burst, and this is going to be a really shitty time. I don't know even how long it's going to take, and it's going to be more layoffs, it's going to be more bad news, but then the bubble will burst. And it's like I think my word of advice to people is always like, there are so many avenues within journalism that you can go into. If you want to be a games writer, just tread with caution, because this is one of the industries that is most in a very big way hit by AI, not just in the sense of our like writing being affected by it, but what we report on also. So it's more like having like, you can become an entertainment journalism. There are tons of things you can talk about, but be cautious, and like there's always, you're welcome among people, because journalists want other journalists to talk to and interact with. But I mean, yes, it is extremely hostile for anyone, no matter how much no matter how big or how small you are as a journalist. And it's just as a lot of other writers out there, it's all about just you might have to have 5 different jobs, and that's just kind of the situation of it. So but hopefully I hope I have a little bit of maybe naive hope, but as long as constructive critique and commentary over just discourse happens, that's the only way for us to progress. So
love that. I've got my other job, but still doing this, so like that's just the price we pay sometimes.
So many areas of our lives right now, it feels like we're weathering a horrible storm. And like politically, obviously, whatever in the United States right now, it's insane. But you know, economically, and in this, like Sophia was saying, in this industry especially, like the storm is composed of shareholders and stock prices and like, you know, AI speculation and stuff like that. And like, obviously something needs to change, and things are like, we're seeing, you know, I was reading a thing about like DVD and Blu-ray sales have slowed their decrease for the first time in several years, meaning people were going back to those like more than they used to. Like the decline has slowed by like
and theaters
half.
are back a little bit.
Theaters are coming back a little bit.
Yeah.
People are going back to physical media in some ways, and like people are canceling Spotify and stuff and getting like iPods and shit. And like, I think that these are signs that like, you know, a more like truly indie kind of like 90s mindset of film and movies or movies and TV and games and music might be returning, which would be kind of an interesting landscape. I hope it doesn't like bifurcate like the consumer base in a funny way, because like we could have people who care and people who don't care, and we'll have like people who are like fully post reality listening to AI music, watching AI movies. AMC at least didn't show in their some company that handles the pre-movie like 30-minute show or whatever,
trailer shows,
had a contest for short films, and the winner was like an AI movie, and AMC was like, we're not showing that.
Nice.
Which was cool. But yeah, like I wonder if it'll split like that, if we'll be like the people who don't care about human art just watch and listen to AI stuff, and then the rest of us will be listening to vinyls and cassette tapes and watching DVDs, you know, from the before times. Like, I don't know. I'm
just patiently waiting for Sarah Connor to save us.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like in so many avenues right now, the levees are about to break, and we just need to see what happens afterwards.
When the Levees Break, Led Zeppelin, great song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Huber. Love that.
Love that song. Oh, all right. Yo, Daniel Bloodworth.
Hello.
Back
Where'd you come from?
Here just in time. You were here to talk about a game that we're going to preview next. But since you're here, you're also going to join us for the January sales report.
Yeah. I don't know if I have any insights or anything. I did pass it over to Sophia last week.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
What was in there? I don't remember.
Matt Piscatella, courtesy of course, January. This is fun because it's the beginning of the year, so a little more, you know, I feel like the beginning and the end of the year and maybe the very middle of the year are like kind of the big ones.
Back half of December to the middle of January is kind of a ghost town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So total January projected spending across video game hardware, content, and accessories grew 3% when compared to a year ago to $4.7 billion with a B, a 23% increase in subscription spending,
Well,
and
those prices all went up, so yeah.
and 16% growth in hardware fueled the gain.
Also went up.
There it is. Yeah. Oh my
Prices
goodness.
on everything go up. Oh, there's more spending.
Crazy. So Circana U.S. video game industry sales for January, about $4.7 billion. Hardware spending increased 16% when compared to a year ago, reaching $248 million for hardware. Nintendo Switch 2 spending was able to offset year-on-year declines seen across PlayStation 5, minus 17%, and the Xbox Series, minus 27%, and Switch 1, minus 79%.
Ooh, 79.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Switch
think
2
that
time,
was-
baby.
I think that was Switch in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just in general. Got it.
No, I think that is Switch 1.
Is it just? I think it just
Yeah.
because they said
Okay.
Xbox Series and then they said just Switch, so I wasn't sure.
But Xbox Series is considered like one platform.
right.
They
That's fair.
bundle
That's
them
fair.
together, yeah.
Got it. All right. So let's get in just straight up to the January. That was
Wow.
a nice one, Isla. 10 out
You're
of
really
10.
preparing for the best-selling games of January. Like,
Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah,
You're ready to go.
Fresca.
Showtime here. January 2026 top 20 best-selling games, physical and full game digital from the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC platforms for publishers in the Digital Leader panel, ranked on dollar sales. The reporting period for this was January 4th through January 31st of 2026. Do we have any guesses for the top 20 best-selling games January 2026?
I think I remember what the new one was.
Okay.
So let's see if Damiani can remember.
Yeah.
Well, you just gave away. So there's only one new one.
There's only one new
release.
game. Yeah.
I mean,
Wow,
it's
I saw the number
January.
one.
There's probably just a lot of holdovers and usual suspects. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Call
But
of
the
Duty.
new one in
Yep,
January,
Isla knows. So
It's not-
number
it's not-
one,
it's not-
it was Call of Duty Black Ops 7, actually. It beat out Battlefield.
Finally beat 6 also.
finally.
6 was
Yeah.
outselling it for a minute.
Yeah.
Did that? I don't know if it would have charted because I imagine it might have been mostly digital. The Animal Crossing update, did that? Animal
Oh.
Crossing. drop
That
like
did have an impact on Animal Crossing, but I don't know that it made
Not
it
in
into
the
the overall.
top.
All right.
Yeah.
And also might just
Digitally,
mostly
yeah,
digital.
probably
Yeah,
huge,
we'll
but-
see.
But new game.
New game. Any
that
guesses?
came out.
I believe it was a sequel.
It is a sequel, and it is
that was last
a
year.
RPG
Outer Worlds 2
action.
was too long ago.
Action RPG.
Action
I'll give
RPG,
you-
Soulsy,
I
kind
can
of
give
giving it
Isla-
away.
Oh, Neo
Soulsy.
3.
Neo 3?
Nope.
Nope.
Not Neo.
I
came out
love-
Oh,
later.
what? Come on.
remember when I was really excited
Is there like a
at
slate of
Summer
No.
Game
two?
Fest over a specific game?
No. Oh, Code Vein 2.
Code
There
Vein
it
2!
This month?
She
Look
was
at that.
inexplicably
I didn't know
excited
that
about
came
Code
out.
Vein 2.
Isla listens. Isla listens, Sophia.
I pay attention to my wife.
Love that.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that came out. Well,
Yeah.
It was number 11.
There was
Code Vein
also-
2 is number 11.
I heard
Okay.
people were not pleased.
They were. I heard the sentiment of the game was very negative, and I.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
a bummer.
It's a
I
bummer.
want to go to this one next because it's very fun and very funny.
What?
The previous month, this game was ranked 225th.
Right.
Now it's
Animal
9th.
Crossing?
No, now it's 9th. What is it?
What was it? What was
Damiani
Oh,
absolutely
something got
knows.
re-released or something. Was
Damiani
there a
knows
place
this.
to-
Oh, you know, Damian.
Oh,
you know
you
this
know.
one.
Remake on Switch and Xbox. Right?
Remake.
Wait, where'd it end up? Wait, it was
Number
225?
No, it was 225 last month,
last
and then it's
month.
9.
Top 10?
Top
10, baby.
Damiani, top 10.
That's a win for
that.
anime, dude.
There you go. Changing that narrative.
Number 9.
Remake didn't sell well. Rebirth didn't sell well.
Number 9.
Just wait for that
Oh,
Rebirth in
Rayman, the
June.
30th anniversary edition.
Obviously, I gotta always shout out previously number 12, somehow still climbing to number 7, GTA 5.
My God.
It's just waiting
Yeah,
for
now we're in the
GTA
hype
6.
where like people want to replay it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I gave my copy to my cousin or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Will
Yep.
GTA 5 be number 2 the month GTA 6 comes out? 'Cause
Dude,
it gets like
that
a
is-
boost.
Right.
That is funny. That is
a
a
fun
good bet.
But I mean, I think that's literally what's happening now. Is like
Yeah.
we're starting to get in that
It's gonna
period where people are
That's
like,
right.
they want to,
I
Hold
bet
back,
5 is
refresh.
top 10. It when 6 comes
Yeah.
out for sure.
That's so funny. Any other guesses before I just quickly run down the top 20 games of January?
Just probably a lot of
Run it
sports
down.
games.
Run it down.
I'm going to go from bottom to top. I'm just going to rattle them off. If you want me to stop, jump in. Number 20, Fallout 4. Number 19,
yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
from
because
the
it had
show.
the
Yep.
re-release, right?
And the
Or
re-release.
What was it,
68.
the time before?
It's crazy
Yeah.
that it jumped that far from 68th
from
to 20th.
Yep. Next, number 19, Flight Simulator 2024. Number 18, Elden Ring, still going strong. Number 17, Split Fiction, still
Nice.
going strong.
Nice.
Number 16, dropping from 6, Pokemon Z to A.
Okay.
All right, this is like its
Yeah.
third month though. This came out
Yeah.
in November last year, right? Yeah.
Number 15, Helldivers 2, still
Yo.
rocking.
Good.
I
Big-
feel like
that
every
had a big
January
update.
January's like Helldivers do come on back to the top 20.
Yeah, I think it had a big update recently.
Yeah. Number 14, EA Sports College Football 26. Number 13, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Number 12, Ghost of Yote. Number 11, Code Vein 2.
All right.
And now we get into the top 10 Number 10, Forza Horizon 5.
Nice. Yeah, they've been doing. I haven't watched it yet, but they've been doing some reveals on 6, some deep dives and stuff. So
Looking good.
yeah,
I liked seeing. I saw a picture of Forza Horizon 1 and then 6 next to each other, and it was like, oh, this is. I love seeing that evolution. It's so cool.
It looks good. Dude.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, at game trailers, every time the new motorsports would come out, because they would have the consistent tracks.
Yeah.
And like I would like find the same car and same track, do comparison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whole timeline. Yep.
Love that. Number 9, of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Number 8, Red Dead Redemption 2.
All right.
People are getting tired of waiting for that next gen patch.
Can Take-Two just take like the top 5 the month GTA comes out? So like
Seriously?
6, 5,
Wait, they did have something
GTA
for
4,
two, though, didn't they?
Red Dead, GTA 3, like
They
collection.
re-released that when they did the Netflix thing.
They released number 1. This is 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
You're right.
1 had the
You're right.
remaster. Yeah, number 8, Red Dead 2. Number 7, GTA 5. That's crazy. Number 6, EA Sports FC 26.
Oh, yes.
And now we get into the top 5 selling games of January 2026. Number 5, Battlefield 6. Number 5. It was 3 last in December. Dropped a little bit to 5. Still the number 1 selling game of 2026. We learned 2025. Sorry.
Master,
Yeah. So yeah, number 5, Battlefield 6. Number 4, Minecraft.
Of course.
Number 3, Madden NFL 26. Number 2, NBA 2K26.
Yep.
Number
Of
1,
course.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Every time Call of Duty, NBA, Madden. It's crazy.
I wonder if we're ever gonna have a year where NBA and Madden and Call of Duty take a break and everyone else gets a chance to like
I know.
I would love or maybe just even all of these Circanas, like they're like, you know what, let's just remove those. Let's remove the Call of like those.
I don't think it works that
Battlefield.
way. I think those games are like that player base. It's like if
They're
you don't
locked
put
in.
if you don't put out a game, they'll just buy last year's game more.
Yeah, that's
They'll
the
just
crazy
keep,
part.
They'll just keep
actually.
buying last year's game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Alrighty. Love that. Yeah, Code Vein 2. Excuse me, Code Vein 2, the only new release, and then, as we said, Final Fantasy jumped up huge, and then Fallout 4 also. Other notable changes include Animal Crossing returning to the Switch charts from 21st to 4th place following the update. Those are best-selling games on Switch.
Yeah, Switch platforms. Yeah.
Yes. And then Fable jumps back onto the bestseller
That was a
list
surprise.
across aggregated PC storefronts from 106 to 8th. This, to me, classic. It's one of my favorite things. Announce a new game. If you haven't played it in a while, you go back to play it. Or if you've never played it, you jump in to catch up. I love that stuff. It's so fun. But yesterday, my coworkers were talking about Witcher, and I was just like I was like, do not install, do not install, do not install. They're all just,
I actually haven't uninstalled Witcher 3, even though I haven't played it in probably a couple years now.
it's just there.
Emotional support
DLC.
Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it is one of those things where like if there is some new whatever, like pop it up, see what it looks like, you know?
The DLC rumors are spicy for that. It's coming. All right, so those are the sales of 2026. So fun. Thank you, Matt Piscatella.
I don't know if they're
Always a joy.
spicy. I remember that rumor happening, and then like it just sort of dying. Like nobody's talked about it.
Now,
since.
I read a couple days yesterday.
Oh,
and the
a
day
couple
before.
days ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
recent. The rumor now was that it was going to be in a new region, but then the other now newer rumor is that it's in existing areas instead. Actually, so
That's making me more skeptical.
I know.
Yeah, it
Who
sounds
knows?
like people are just saying things.
Story's
Backtrack.
just changing.
Yeah, so who knows? All just rumors.
I heard it's in
until-
space.
Yeah. Yo, Witcher in space.
I mean,
My uncle works at Witcher,
Don't want
and
to
he
spoil
said it's in
things, but that's
space.
not too outside of the box.
Oh my god.
Uncle works at Witcher. It's so good. All right, Bloodworth, Isla, Sophia, Damiani. It is time to talk about a little preview. FixForce.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so
we got to play FixForce.
Yeah, which was announced this morning. So yeah,
We played it.
inside track on this.
I played it like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, real fun to like get a text and like, hey, do you want to play our new game? And I'm like, where did you where did you come from, man? But yeah, so this is from Surgent Studios, led by Abubakar Salim, who did Dead Take just like 7 months ago.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And Tales of Kenzera Zao in 24, beginning of 24. So just like, so like
Good
less than
output.
2 years or so
Really
to
good
get to
output.
this. And
3 dramatically different games there.
yeah, no,
Incredibly
that's
different
that's the thing. When he like showed it to me, I'm like, bro, like, what is this? So it is a multiplayer co-op game, going out on jobs with the little robot buddy guys,
So fun.
and you group up, you like take a job on, you go out to the job, and like the maps, kind of like they have like sort of set elements as well as random elements, and so like you might have to like the first time that we did it, which we're not showing the footage of because it went hilariously wrong. It was like find 3 disco balls to fix this
Which
thing.
break
and of course,
if you handle them too hard.
yeah,
of course.
that's the
It's like a
thing.
hot potato,
We
a hot
didn't
potato.
understand because we hadn't played the game yet why that
Yeah.
was such a bad thing to happen. Because apparently, like, again, you know, sometimes you might get 1 disco ball or maybe 2, but no, we got all 3. We're supposed to be disco balls. And yeah, if you drop a disco ball, because it's made of glass,
There's a
it just
disco ball right
shatters and makes you dance.
Yeah.
And so you have a assignment. You need to go find the pieces and fix it, and then get to the van and get out. But then you can also use like all these other kinds of things, to, like build bridges to different parts of the map. You use the batteries from other players.
Yeah.
Grab a battery out of someone's back. They can't move. Use it to power a door. Open the door. Put the battery back in. If you're nice about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uneasy
Well, and
Ryan's.
the basics of the game is everyone has their little like claw tool or whatever.
Yeah, a
and
little gravity gun kind
If
of
you're
thing,
seeing
yeah.
the footage, you can see what's happening. But yeah, you can gravity gun the items, and then you can fix them in place, and they'll float. If they're connected to something, they have to be like close enough. They can't.
Yeah,
just
you'll
float
see
in
like
the middle
little
of nowhere.
electrical things.
Yeah, you
if
see
they
the little
can
connectors.
stick, yeah.
That means it'll stay in the air. So what you're doing is you're basically like lining stuff up, working together to make yourselves like ramps and like makeshift staircases. And like we did stuff because your goals are to, it's similar to like Lethal Company or Content Warning or one of those where you're going on runs trying to get enough done
Except
so that you
not as
know,
opaque, right?
it's
like
not
those
as opaque,
games,
and it's
yeah.
more fun. It's like more like it's not a horror game. It's more whimsical, kind of like
Super
working
jolly.
together. Yeah, really jolly. But still, you can blow up, and like the fun thing with that is, you can blow up your friends, but instead of dying, their head just flies off. And if you pick up their body, it has to be vertical. If you put their body correctly, you can then put their head back on, and then they're fine, right?
Yeah, you like
But-
reattach them.
Yeah. So it's a lot of like bonkers fun. Like we were building
Really?
structures together, and like we had a hard roll the first game we played, but we still like managed to get out with like a minute left. It was like pretty harrowing. This
Yeah.
one we
didn't
crushed it.
accomplish the task, I don't think, but we still there's a
think we
timer that
did-
comes down to leave. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't accomplish the task, but we did like enough side tasks that we still made like some money. We got
Yeah.
out alive. We got back.
Because
to
that's the other
repair
thing
van.
too, is that like there are little machines around the map to where like, okay, if you find like something that needs like a fan blade and you get a fan blade and you stick it in, then you'll get some extra bonus cash that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was a satisfying learning curve.
Really
and,
satisfying.
We were playing with the creator of the game, so we were like, we
Yeah.
didn't want to be like total f-ups at this game.
No,
Yeah, but
I-
Abu was totally trolling us. Like
he was
would
trolling us
he
the
would blast
entire
us
time.
all the time.
Like he kept blowing us up, and like it was like, oh, we got to do it. But like, the sense of accomplishment between the first game to the second
Oh
game.
my god, yeah.
Like
You're so
where we
right.
actually understood what we were doing, and
yeah.
like in a second you'll see more of it in the footage, but like one of our goals in this second game that we played was attached to the ceiling, so we had to like build a full, like I think I ended up building like a spiraling double helix of structures to like let us get up to it.
Yes,
And, like,
yes.
I was getting really like fancy with it, like but yeah. So yeah,
the
this
first
we're
one we had
completing
to
one
like
of them.
attach WTF to the
Yeah,
machine.
letters.
Yeah.
Which is random apparently. They can just be anything. And he was like, oh, that's fun. Like, that's a rare alignment of things. But yeah,
it
fun
felt
party
really
game.
nice. Yeah, controls were good, and just like the pace and the communication of, having to work with each other. Like you talked about the learning curve. It was so excellent. Just the first game, we were like, what are we doing? And then the second game, we were just like, yo, I need your battery. Yo, here, take this.
Yeah.
Let me build this up here. It was like by game 2, we were just locked in.
There's also these extra little like pads. So there's like a healing pad and a bounce pad and
bounce
like a
pads were
teleporter.
big, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the
So-
levels are very vertical, so you like often have to build like pretty ridiculous ramps or find bounce pads or build a ridiculous ramp with a bounce pad on it just to get to the next area. Also, we should specify in the real game you would be playing, or you have the option obviously, but there's proximity chat, so you could that'll add the extra layer of chaos.
Yeah, because we just chatted over Discord.
We were-
which
yeah,
it's
just-
always a
just
tricky
he
thing
was
with these
explaining it to
games
us,
because
but-
I feel like so many people would just do that. So
Right. Yeah. So it's up to you, but I think proximity chat would make this very funny.
Totally.
Yeah, Sophia, what did you think of it too?
No, it was so much fun. I was gonna say I was kind of like the first round. I was just messing around. I was like, I'm gonna go the opposite route. I threw a bunch of stuff in the water. Figured out like, oh, it actually floats. I can go get it, and I needed it. And I was like, throwing all kind. Like, there's so much freedom of like throwing stuff around, and it like reacts differently and depending on which like environment you're in. It was really, really, really fun, and it is a funny little troll game too if you want to do that, but also like you all saying, like it was really fulfilling the second run where we kind of we've kind of figured out the ways and now we knew what we were going to do. I love the little cosmetics that you can see in the video.
so
I had like a
fun.
Funny little dinosaur head. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really funny, and like the fact that you can like pick someone's head up and just like run with it and toss it somewhere, and like it's just very funny. And
this one you needed to like all 3 of you had to push the button at the same time, so you needed 3 batteries in the
Yeah.
devices.
Yeah. So like
And then
when you
somebody
take
could
out
go
someone's
in.
battery, they don't die, but you like don't have your
You
tool
can't like
doesn't
regen
work.
health.
something, yeah.
You start losing draining health. I
Yeah.
think,
That's
when
what
you
it
don't have a
was.
battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your tool still works. Yeah. You just have less capabilities. And yeah, it's funny watching Blood's gameplay here because I see you just. Like you'll come upon
Gathering
like
the
a structure that
tools.
I built where I was like, oh yeah, and then like, and you're just like, oh, I'll go up this ramp, and I was like, oh, I built that.
Hell yeah.
Funny.
The other thing that Abu was kind of being cheeky with, anytime one of us would like make a long jump, it's like, oh, you were playing a lot of Zao, huh?
Sprint jump over. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's coming to early access on the 12th, so not
Nice.
long to wait for people to jump in.
Yeah, I would say the early access bit is just like the amount of levels, I
Yeah,
feel like
most likely. Well, I
yeah,
mean, they're probably
just
going to
get some more
refine some of these things too,
stages.
because it's like, sometimes it can be a little clunky to like get things in the right place or to make a jump
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they'll probably like see like where the hang-ups are to like smooth these things out a little bit more over time.
for sure.
And then they are actually self-publishing this one. So
Nice.
Zao was published by EA Originals, and Dead Take was published by Pocket Pair Publishing as their first game.
Nice.
But this time around, Surgent's doing it themselves.
Heck yeah.
nice.
Early access. Is there a price on that?
I don't see it here at the top. You probably check the Steam page. It
Checking it now.
might be in there, but I don't see a price just yet.
Checking it now.
But yeah,
it's
if you're
either.
into any of the like,
It just says wish list.
yeah, if you're into RV There Yet or any of those kind of fun group games, this is definitely one to keep
yeah.
an eye on for
Yeah,
sure.
actually,
like wish
this is
listed.
easy
and
on
all
my
that
RV
side.
There
stuff.
Yet, I think, is a good counter to it because, like I was saying, it's not as like punishing as like Lethal
Yeah.
Company or something. And so yeah, you can play this game and not just feel like, oh, I'm dead. I just have to
Right.
wait now.
I just have to wait. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely on the more party, like having fun side of this than like Repo or Lethal Company or those where you die all the time.
It says about 4 months in early access, and they're going to be adding 2 new maps and 2 new modes during that time.
Cool. And
Oh, cool.
Full release is supposed to be later this year. Xbox is confirmed as well when that comes around.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Jolly.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to stream this sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Either when it comes out or during early access, because this is a hoot.
I
This is
love
easy,
a
Alice.
co-op game where it's just cozy, no shooting, no like, oh my
Yes.
Yeah. There are little enemy guys
Yeah.
that pop around and knock your head off and stuff, but they're
Oh,
not
yeah.
too bad.
They're
I
more
think-
goofy than anything. Yeah.
It's more like
Yeah.
if you're like trying to get somewhere and they like knock you off your jump and like, oh crap.
Yeah.
It's very cozy. Good vibes.
Awesome. Love it. Cool. Well, thank you, Blood, for joining us, and
Thank you
thank
for
you,
letting us
FixForce,
play.
for letting us
Yeah,
play.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Surgent Studios.
So
Dana and everybody else.
cool.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. 13 days away. FixForce. All right. We've got more to
Oh, you want to do that?
do it, Blood.
Do that, because then, yeah.
Yeah, then leave. We don't want you around anymore. I love that. Love that meme. Brock says it to like who? I know it's Pokemon. We don't want
No,
you.
it's here in the Hendersons.
Originally.
They might have pulled it into Pokemon.
And then they did
Yeah,
it in
they're
Pokemon.
quoting it in Pokemon.
Got it.
Harry and the Hendersons originally.
Love
pretty
that.
sure.
It's so funny.
John Lithgow.
Ugh. We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying the show so far, please take a second to like, subscribe, ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us and you stay connected. So, yes, if you want to sponsor this podcast and put your name right here in this space, get in touch, you can email us at info@easyallies.com and we'll get you all the details. And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, we love you. Thank you.
Nice.
Alrighty. It's time for my one thing. Let's go. We're starting off, of course, with Damiani's My One Piece. How we doing, Damiani?
Yeah, so reached the end of Thriller Bark.
Damiani, for me, always tell me the episode number you're on. That's big for
I'm
me.
like
I like
on
to know.
390.
Okay.
Oh my
something.
God. 20,000 to go.
Yeah, 20,001.
Yeah.
I will say, to keep it short, the main villain had an ability to steal people's shadows
Yo.
and then, like, put them into like zombies, and it would give the zombie that person's abilities, and their personality, but like none of their memories, which was like
Wow.
interesting. And then they like Luffy did a thing where he found out a secret because there were like people on the island who had been like, you know, had their shadow stolen and had been hiding there. Because when your shadow's stolen, if you go out in the sun, you die. You turn to ash, like vampire style. Like you,
my
you
God.
go out in the sun. So they've been
Sick.
hiding in a forest for years, and they found out some secrets, and they told Luffy, like, you put all the if you take a bunch of shadows and you can survive it and put a bunch into you, you get all their abilities. So they put like 100 shadows into Luffy, and he comes out looking like the Hulk, and he's got like all these superpowers. It's like
Crazy.
what in the hell did he just do here? So
This show sounds weird.
it's
man.
very crazy. It's in a different way because like they don't do like traditional like power leveling up. There's always like something within the context of what they're doing that they find a way to like get better and power up. Like it's not like, I don't know. It's a little bit different. It's still in the vein of shonen, but like it's just has a very distinct feel, and I kind of like that about it. Also, like they keep adding new crew members, and they added Brooks, who's a oh dear lord, that his backstory destroyed me.
Brooks.
Like he ate the revive fruit. He was the captain of his crew, or sorry, he was part of a crew. And their captain got sick. He took over for them, and they entered the Grand Line. So they're pirates trying to, like, you know, make a name for themselves. They get into a battle, and they get like ambushed, and they all get hit with like poison arrows, and they all know they're gonna die. But they're a musically performing like pirate crew. They always love to play music, and so like they one by one like or they like fall to the poison, but they like play one more song because they have to record it because they made this baby whale friend before they entered this dangerous part of the ocean called the Grand Line. they made a promise and had to leave them behind. They like made this like super nice friendship with this cute whale, and they said, we'll come back to you one day, don't worry. And like they realize they're not going to be able to do it, so before they die they play a song for him and record it, and they entrust it to Brooke.
Avatar, Way of Water.
Like he has the reviver fruit. We don't know what's gonna happen, but he's supposed to come back to life, and like you're gonna be entrusted to take this back to him. And that's like he comes back as a skeleton. That's why he looks like a skeleton. Have you ever seen the skeleton character? That's him. He is stuck in this like Bermuda Triangle area where they got ambushed for like 50 years. Whoa. And the song, he plays it every now and then, but he falls asleep. He has a recurring dream of everyone being alive again, and then he wakes up to them like, I was like, okay. And then like when Luffy and this crew come and they do everything on Thriller Bark and they win the day, they tell him that they met Labu at the beginning. Like when they first entered the Grand Line, they met the giant whale. That was him. They do so many callbacks in this show. They don't let you like everything pays off into something. It's amazing with this show. And like you see Brooks's backstory at that point, and they do 3 episodes dedicated to it. It's like lost it. I was like, holy. I was like,
that's sick.
And the song, it's called like in English, it's called Binks's Booze, but it's Binks's Sake. It's this pirate song. It's like now I can't stop listening to it now. I was like, I had seen that name before, and I'm like, what is this? Now I was like, holy shit, this hits so hard. I was like, okay. So like oh yeah, like it's really freaking good. And I was like, damn, like they still are doing that, like doing like that great development, and also like. The stakes in this show, man.
Yeah.
Beat a hard villain, and like a harder villain just shows up, and it's like you're fucked. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what is this? Where did he come from? And it's like, yeah, it's like they really do a good job of like they might die. Like people are might like you believe people will die or like will get captured and shit. It's like, damn, they do a good job of that.
Yeah, I got sad because Naruto
Naruto
stopped killing people as it went on. Like I feel like early on people were dropping, and then they were just like, nah, not anymore. None
of like the main crew has been, but like I alluded to something when we talked about this segment a few episodes ago. Luffy's brother. Something has clearly happened to his brother.
Luffy has a brother?
Yeah, his older brother's Ace. He's a badass. He's was it Fire something
Fire
Ace?
starter.
He's got like god tier fire powers.
Twisted
like,
fire starter.
Yeah, chat, help me out. What's his actual name again?
I'm the bitch you hate.
Fire Fist Ace. Yeah, Fire Fist. Sorry.
Infatuated.
Like apparently something's happened with him because he fought some legendary pirate called Blackbeard who had fucking black hole power.
Yeah, for sure. Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Black Sails.
Dude.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
It's this world is insane. Like it's just so different. It's like pretty cool.
Blackbeard like put fucking the rumor is that he put like flaming wicks in his beard that he would like use to light the guns. Yeah. So
cannon
intense.
wicks.
And the cannons.
Long burn cannon wicks. Yeah.
So badass.
Yeah, it's the same name. It's Teach. Yeah, like, his name in the show is Teach as well, and they're like he's nicknamed Blackbeard. Yeah.
Love that, Damiani. Keep them coming. One Piece. Everybody loves One Piece. One of the most beloved pieces of art, honestly, ever. Truly. That's my bold statement. One Piece is actually one of the most beloved pieces of anything ever.
They're apparently at the halfway point of the Grand Line. They're the next episode alludes to like they're at the halfway point. So I'm like, oh wow,
point of no return.
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
Sick. All right, who's up? Who's got something?
I've been doing Minute Cryptic. I'm obsessed.
Minute Cryptic. Oh yeah, you got that.
I've been watching these videos for a long time, and it's just like this charming Australian guy or whatever who will do the cryptic clues, right? The clues are like, let me see one. That was a good one. Experts send back piece of cheesecake is one, right? And like, so the definition is always at the beginning of the end, right? And they're cryptic, so they're weird. And so like you're looking for fodder and you're looking for a wordplay indicator. This one, send back, is likely like a reversal indicator. But this one is send back piece of cheesecake. And so experts is the definition, and you need to find a piece of the word cheesecake, but backwards that means something similar to experts. And so if you look inside the word cheesecake,
This is blueprints in real life.
you find
What?
ACES, right? And you know it's going to be plural because experts is plural. And then you get the word aces. It's reversing it, but
I've been
It's-
listening.
anyway.
I can say this. I've been listening. This was one of my birthday gifts to Isla, and I love that every time she explains it, it's like, oh, you know this, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I knew. It's very difficult. I don't understand half of it.
they're
but-
wonderful. No,
No,
they're
no,
easy.
they're-
The
it's
book
just-
teaches you how to do them, but also the videos do a good job teaching you how to do them. And there's an app so you can do the daily ones. I aced today's.
I also think
without
you're very
any
good at
clues
that.
or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this stuff. Today's was really good. I was so proud of myself. A follower starts to lose faith about UFO crop circle hoax, right?
Right.
That's today's.
Signed.
So like, do you want? So like, this one is so fun. Do you want to know how it worked? Do you guys?
Yeah.
Damiani
Lay
gets
it
to
down,
talk
lay
about
it
One
down.
Piece for 20 minutes. I can
Lay it down. Lay it down.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
it. Okay, so this one is so fun. A follower starts to lose faith about UFO crop circle hoax, right? So the first thing you can look for is wordplay. UFO is probably something. Crop circle means you can cut the O because circle is an O, right? So it's UF. So then the last two letters probably are going to be UF, okay? Then starts to lose faith is like starts to could mean the beginning letters, right? So LF. So now you've got the letters LF and UF, right? And then it says about, which means that those letters can go around the UFO, the UF ones. So then it's LUFF, right? And then you're like, okay, clearly that's going to be the word bluff because hoax is a bluff, right? Could be a synonym for bluff. But then you're like, where's the B come from? And a follower isn't like a follower. It's the follower to the letter A, which is B. Bluff. Boom. Yeah, Luffy. That's it. Anyway, or whatever. So shut up, everybody.
I think it's great. I think we can make a new
Love
part
it.
of the podcast that is Isla's
No,
mini
we should
cryptic.
We lost 30 viewers while I was explaining that. They're fucking great, and I love them, and I get such a thrill out of doing
Sounds
it.
really
What
fun.
a thrill. Anyway, it's the only
Sounds
time
really
I've felt
fun.
alive since our
Because
wedding.
it's like, I feel like it's always like, Sudoku or like crossword puzzles. So like,
I do
this
a lot. I
seems-
do like crossword
Yeah.
puzzles. I do the
This seems
the
cool.
Puzzmo crossword puzzles
Love that.
sometimes.
What do you got,
Anyway.
Sophia?
I was thinking. I have like two. Which one do I pick?
Both.
Both.
I have 1.5.
I've
so
been
pick
playing Overwatch and Elden Ring because it's
Nice.
like X years ago. I've been playing Elden Ring Seamless Co-op, which is the only way I've ever been able. This is my only pathway to FromSoft games being something I would enjoy. I knew would be because I need to play with someone else, and it's fantastic. I always knew I knew that the gameplay wasn't my kind of vibe. Like I know people don't consider it a Souls game, but like Jedi Survivor is as close as I came to like Souls combat that I was like,
Love
I like
it.
this. But FromSoft is always just, I get very like defeated and sad and feel like I hate I lose all my gaming confidence whenever I would die to stuff. So it's been nice to play it with Isla and her friend Jack. I feel a little more like I can focus on what's really important, which is farming and fashion souls. So I just got a cool
yeah.
pointy hat because my whole character build is I am embodying the I'm like a female version of the monk guy from the Da Vinci Code. That's kind of who I'm RPing as. What's his
Okay.
name?
Bettany's character.
Paul Bettany's character. I'm just
Yeah.
I love faith.
Who does like
The
self-flagellation? You're not.
self-flagellation. Yeah.
What?
So
He's not
intense.
Doing,
But,
you're not
like-
using like there are thorn spells that hurt you.
I
to use
need them.
You could start
I
using
need
those.
them for my RP.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have a faith sword. It's badass. It's cool.
It's really good. The Codex
I'm-
sword version.
I'm having
She's
a blast.
using it. It's crazy.
And then I'm playing a lot of Overwatch ever since the update. and it is revitalized that entire game. Obviously, like this, everything that happened was a response to Marvel Rivals, which I also played and loved. And I think this is the way to do it. Of like, see what your competitors are doing. Don't shy too far away from what your core game is and what people love about your game, but look at what they're doing and then, you know, adapt and evolve. And I think that's what they're doing. Like, some of the new characters definitely need some work. Like, characters like Anran, like, way too, like, he needs a rework. They're not good enough. But I love the audacity of just being like, here are all these heroes. Come play, have fun. And in the process, it's now, like, at a point where... I know only people who really play this care, but, like, it's interesting to me because now we're at a point where this game went from, you know, one of the reasons it felt really lame back during, like, Overwatch League peak, you know, when it was in Burbank and we would go to the, you know, live esports tapings and stuff. It was all like, this is like the GOATs, this is the characters everyone's playing all the time over and over and over again. Here's the meta, you don't shy away from the meta. And right now it feels like this new life has been breathed into Overwatch, where all these, there's a lot of heroes that are very good, and it doesn't feel like, oh, half of the heroes are like useless, don't even bother. I don't play competitively because that's too stressful and toxic for me, but I've seen so many cool compositions. People are trying out crazy, weird stuff. Some people are trolling, just flying around with a cat and, like, flying their McCree up in the air, and he ults and everyone dies, and that's like, okay, let's just do it for fun. Why not? Like, let's play around. So it feels really good that hero shooters feel, like, back and cozy, and I'm having a lot of fun. So
I love that.
That's my 1-2 things, I guess.
I love that. I hope Diablo feels like that when the new expansion comes out. Just like
Huber, what's
new
your
life
one
into
thing?
it. My one thing, before the one thing, I want to give a quick shout out to Callum Vinson on The Night Agent. The Night Agent on Netflix season 3 just came out. Really fucking good show. Love it. So cozy. Just like an action political thriller thing. My dad loves it, so I've been watching that. But there's this kid in it, Callum Vinson, and I was like immediately just like blown away by how interesting and like good of an actor he is. He's like really young. Then I look him up. He's cast as Atreus in the new God of War show.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, that's good vibes, because that kid freaking rules. So I'm very excited about that. But my one thing, of course, is A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. That is absurdly good show. It is the exact show we need right now, just about like doing good, following your heart and being good, doing good. The show is so tender. That is the number one word I would use to describe A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, is tender. It's very emotional. It's very quiet. It's very understated. If you were burned by Game of Thrones, put that burn aside and hop in to the brisk 6-episode, 30-minute each A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. You will not be disappointed. My absolute highest possible recommendation for any piece of media. Boom.
Wow, that's
Yes.
a great sell. I wasn't
10
burned by
out of
Game
10.
of Thrones because I stopped watching, so I had a blast with Game of Thrones.
Heck yeah.
I watched the first and the last season, and that's my...
That's very funny. That is very funny.
I don't know what people are complaining about. I thought it was funny as hell. Best comedy
First
show
and
on the
last.
airwaves.
The first and the last. What an interesting way to watch it. That's so funny.
Yeah, it was, you know, I can understand why people were a little upset.
Yeah.
For
For
but
sure.
yeah.
But yeah, and then House of the Dragon season 3 is coming back, so we're
so
on.
excited.
We're on.
Did you
yeah.
see, Hubie, did you see they have a date for Vampire Lestat?
No.
Interview with a Vampire season
When?
3, bitch.
When?
June.
June. Oh my God! Finally, I feel like it's been gone forever.
There's a clip. They put out a clip, and it's so good, dude.
Yes.
Ah!
And what was the one I just watched? The
Mayfair Witches, probably?
no, the other one. That one's not great.
Oh, the Talamasca?
Talamasca was good. Yes.
Okay.
Talamasca was really solid.
Do
I
I have
recommend
to
that one.
watch Witches to watch Talamasca? Because I fell off of Witches. Okay.
Mayfair Witches is not good. Don't even bother for
Oh, bummer.
It's such a bummer. It has
I
like
want it to be good.
I
I
know.
know.
I watched like
Yeah.
a couple episodes and like the ideas are there, but it's just not.
It's not like horrible. Like it's a fine watch in the background. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But
I watched it
it's
in
not-
the gym.
Yeah, it's not gonna really make you think or feel too deeply. It's just this is kind of whatever. Yeah. All right, here we are. The moment has come.
Woo!
The time is now
Woo!
to talk about Resident Evil Requiem. Do not be scared. We will not be spoiling any things. I have my review out there already. You can check out on Easy Allies. Spoiler-free review for real. But we're going to throw to mostly Isla, Sophia, and Damiani because they've also been playing it. I don't think they've finished it yet. So again, this is not a spoiler. This is not a spoiler talk. Do not be scared. We at Easy Allies will protect you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got out of an area and I'm in another area.
Great.
I went
Classic
to church.
Resident
I'll say
Evil.
that.
Yeah. I feel like I don't
Cool.
know anything story-wise that could even... I played a lot, but I feel like I don't know anything story-wise that could be considered a spoiler because, like...
Great.
It's not even, like, story. I care. I was like, story? What is that right now?
I was just going through collecting green herbs and ink ribbons. Let's go.
It is so good.
Yeah.
That
Take
is-
us away. Who wants to start us off?
Go ahead,
I mean-
Damiani.
I mean, they start right there. Like on a fundamental level, they're doing some like different things with like the core basics of Resident Evil. For example, unless I haven't encountered it yet, there's no like yellow herbs. There's no red herbs.
Yeah.
You just have green herbs. You can, and then you have like the medical kit thing, like the
med
the
injector.
needles, the medic shot, like shots they can do. But there are items that you can acquire and eventually craft that will upgrade your Mac. Because you need green and yellow and red herb to mix and increase your health, or some combination of that to extend your maximum health. Now it's like there's a different way to do it. And same thing, like I have not come across a so-called shopkeeper or anything like that. But there are items that it says like this. I can't get it yet, or I got one, and there's another one that says like increases your firepower and steadiness. I'm like, oh, so it's like broad. Like it's interesting that they're doing that, and I'm like, so they're taking like a slightly different approach to that. And honestly, it like took just like a tiny bit of getting used to. I was like, okay, well, I understand that these things it's gonna be this way, and it just like changed my like thinking and like stop fretting about where's the yellow herb, where's the red herb. Like I've just been so in that mindset. But also like this game to me, from what I played so far, feels more stylistically similar to Resident Evil 7 than 8 at the moment.
Same director, Damiani. Same
It
director.
feels
7
very
and
much
9.
like 7, and I don't know how many hours I put into it. I just, before I started podcast, I started a new section that I'm like, okay, maybe this is going to swing the other way. Because as you do know, you do toggle back and forth between Grace and Leon. That's not a spoiler. You are just going back and forth between them, and their gameplay is slightly different styles.
Well, this is, just to piggyback on that real quick, Damiani, Sophia and I were talking about that just last night, where it was like, it feels, because like we were saying when 8 came out, we were like, it feels like a mix of 7 and 4, which was at the time, as true as that's ever been. This is like almost a literal mix of 7 and 4, where her segments, and you can choose first or third person between either of them. I have been playing, as they recommend, Grace in first person, except for when there comes a point where you have to carry something, and I switched to third person for that because I was just like,
I know what you're talking
I was
about.
like, this makes more sense to be in third person for that. But Leon is third person. I keep wanting to call her Claire. Grace is first person. And I think that does a really good job of kind of differentiating the... It's such an interesting swing that this game takes, because it's like her sections and his sections don't feel like they're from different games.
Yeah.
It's not like the DLC for 8, where you played as Chris, where it's like an arcade game all of a sudden, right? It's not like that stark of a difference. But it's
7 had that.
Seven
and then
had
8,
that.
You were Rose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For
Well,
7,
you
sorry.
play as Chris at the end of Village, dude.
Well, whatever. But like, it feels cohesive, but it feels like it fits the narrative, because it's like she is more like
Yeah.
green, and this is Punish Leon. This is gorgeous old Leon.
Yeah.
Like-
Can we also just? He looks gorgeous. I laughed a little when all those articles came out where Capcom was bragging like women designed Leon, by the way.
Yeah,
And I was like, I don't understand. And then we're playing now, and I'm like, oh, very good, good job. That was a good
Yeah.
pick. All that they were meticulous with how he. It just
Yeah.
feels so like an actual character growing
Yeah.
up instead of just like, oh, the same. God forbid we make it too, ravaged by time or whatever. It's perfect.
But
He looks perfect.
he's still cracking one-liners that
Yeah.
make me
He's perfect,
laugh and clap my hands.
Yeah.
For sure.
Showing that experience. I was a little worried that the two characters stuff would be kind of like a little too isolated. There's a point I got to where it's like, oh no, there is some like connective tissue there. Like you are gameplay wise. It's like, oh, and environment wise. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. I was waiting for that moment, and it happened. I was like, felt relief, but also like, this is cool. Now I get to maybe go through some parts as this now, And I was like worried that they would just be like in two separate like environments the whole time, and maybe only in cutscenes interacting. I'm like, we'll see about that. But I like that. I will have to say, I'm playing in third person, by the way, completely third person. I do not want to
That's
play in
what I
first
figured,
person.
yeah.
And when they go to cutscenes in first person, it actually annoys me sometimes as Grace. I was
Whoa.
like, God damn it. I was like, I get why they're doing it. It's like, you couldn't just render this in third person. I'm like, it's very jarring to me when it does that thing. I'm like, oof. Like, just for a second, I'm like, it's disorienting, as a better way to put it. I will say, I'm really enjoying a lot of what I'm playing. I'm hoping that there is a very early sequence, I'm assuming is one of the demos you all played at some point, where you're Grace and you're in a certain environment, and you've seen, like, it's in a lot of the trailers, it's shown off, and there's a certain enemy in those trailers, and it's very clear that like you're supposed to like just stay away from that. I legitimately did not like that segment at all, and I am glad it was very brief. And I have not encountered anything to that extent again. And the other things that were remotely like it, there's other ways to deal with them. I was like, thank you so much. I basically didn't want like all of Grace's segments to feel like I have a stalker after me the whole time. I'm
Pursuer,
like, please
You didn't
don't
want
have that.
Amnesia, the Dark Descent.
I was like, I don't want this. They gave me all I wanted of it, and I'm like, thank you. I was like, that was
Amnesia,
enough.
the bunker, more
we're
like,
good to
yeah.
we're good to
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
As long as there's nothing like that level of like that, we're good. But I'm surprised at how well the environment is designed, because I was a little worried at first, but it's a fusion of like, it's like it's a hospital that I'm in right now, and it feels like it's like part like RPD meets like part like Spencer. It's weird. It's like,
Yeah.
it's very weird. I was like, why are some of these types of rooms in here? But I love that. I was like, it feels very Resident Evil, and I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, thank you
That's
for
what I want to give a shout out to. I really want to give a shout out to just that whole big hospital zone as Grace. I have not had that much fun exploring and like navigating a Resident Evil environment since the Baker Mansion. A lot of you just referenced Resident Evil 7, and it's like, and the castle as well, obviously in Village. But I feel like this hospital is just so well designed, especially when you're playing with the ink ribbons and you have to make those decisions of like, do I use this ink ribbon to save now? I don't have a save. I have not saved for 30 minutes. If I die right now,
known.
I will lose 30 minutes.
I mean,
of
I assumed you
progress.
played on. Yeah, so chat, when you start the game, it gives you the option between casual, standard modern, and standard classic.
Yeah.
And Huber obviously played on standard
Love
classic.
my ink ribbons. Yeah. I
What
love
that
it.
means is you have to
It's
have
only for
ink
Grace's
ribbons.
segments that you have ink ribbons, for everything.
Yes, just
Okay.
for Grace.
I will
So
say
far
this,
in Leon's,
Huber,
you don't use
I
the
would
typewriters.
rip my hair out, and I would have ripped my hair out if I had to do the ink ribbons. Actually,
I'm playing on modern for my first playthrough.
Yeah, how many times I've saved, I would have like been stuck by now. I'm not lying. Like,
Yeah.
I've definitely. Because
give you a
I feel
pretty good
like
amount.
it's the reason I say it feels like 7 because I'm like scrapping by everything. I'm always out of resources. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of fucking knives. I'm out of like what like I feel like defenseless a lot of times. Like what am I even like? What the hell?
You're
I gotta
so
like
vulnerable.
That's like I gotta sneak around and hope I can find some shit. Like because there's crafting. I'm like, can I maybe find some materials to craft, or can I just find some raw ammunition? And they do while they have the boxes with like yellow paint or stickers on them. There are things you could break, like the vases that like just blend in, and I'm like, I miss so many of those. I'm like, holy, when
Are
you
the
go back
little
to it,
blue
it's
vases
safe.
breakable?
Confirmed.
table?
Isla, I confirmed last night. I broke one of those, and it dropped an antique coin.
Holy fuck, dude! I was
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
the stuff was so the bullets were so precious, and Grace doesn't have a melee thing that I was just like, I don't want to waste a bullet to check if I can break these.
know.
But like I've seen like 4 of the same little vase, and it looks like you can break it. Damn it!
One of the best feelings ever, don't you all agree, is when you're out exploring, you're so nervous, things are running at you, attacking you, whatever, and then you get back to your classic Resident Evil save room.
Oh, yeah.
And just the feeling of when you get to go in there and the music plays and you're just chilling and you're just like, you can breathe again. I love that feeling so much.
Asterisk with that. There are definitely spots that have the typewriters that it's like walking up to it's like, you can't use this right. This is not the right time to use it because there's someone on your ass, and it's like, no. It's like.
You probably just have to wait like a
I
second.
just want to
for it
save.
cool down or
Let me.
something.
It's like there are like this game as there are. I guess there is like at least one. There's probably more than one. There's definitely more than one. Traditional save rooms. I have like the storage box, but I think the rule of thumb is there's no storage box. It's not a safe room. It is absolutely not safe from enemies, and they can come in
I know
there.
what you're talking about. I know.
And there
there
are
are areas where there's a typewriter just out.
yeah, there's a few of those, and there's also Resident Evil 4 remake. Like it got like a few call out, criticisms about artificial barriers where like the Ganados wouldn't come past, and you could just kind of like trick it. And like RE2, my
Cheese
famous
it,
reset
cheese
the
it.
room, open
Reset
the
the
door
room.
with the liquor and stuff.
Reset the
There's an
room.
enemy in here that I'm sure Hubert was thrilled that something like this existed because it's a not a throwback to RE1, and I was like.
Set the room.
It's like Resident Evil 1 meets like Evil Within type thing. I'm like, oh god, Hubert probably loves this shit. And I like one of them. I was like, okay, there is a central room in the first major like building of the game that we're talking about, and I'm like, it seems like a pretty safe environment. If I just kite it back to the door right there and just keep cracking open the door and keep getting a headshot every now, I can minimize.
Classic Damiani, dude.
And it
Classic,
barreled
classic.
through the fucking door and tackled me. And,
Oh my
like,
God.
and then I was like, it was like out there, but then it started to walk back. But like, if you, moment you like made contact at the door, it went into full aggression. It was waiting there and waiting to attack you. I was like, I think they learned their lesson. It's like, you could sort of do it for a little while, but like for the harder ones, they will like, are like, will not take your cheese shit like that. It's like,
Isla, how are you feeling about the fucking like FBI murder mystery story going on? How
Yeah,
are you
it's-
feeling this?
I'm really into it, and like, pretty early on, you're like, okay, something else is going on here. Like I have 2 complaints about this game so far, and they're
yeah.
little nitpicks because I'm
Yeah.
loving everything about it. I don't like that. I assume it was like a voice direction thing, or it was in
For
the
sure.
script or something. But like, so often Grace delivers lines like, what do you mean? Or
A
like,
lot of stuttering, yeah, for sure.
I don't know, and I'm like, you get like 3 of those in the entire game, not every cutscene. Like it
Some
got
like
that,
Scooby-Doo Shaggy
that's-
vibe.
It's a little
Yeah.
too much. Like, and I get that you're nervous, and I get that you're whatever, but it undermines the character a little bit because it's like, especially in the other gripe I have, which who knows, haven't beaten it yet. Maybe they'll address this in the story, and it's actually like a strong point in the story. But like, if I was her boss at the FBI, that like in the very first cutscene, which was in which was in a trailer, so like I don't mind saying, but like I wouldn't send this girl to like on this case to the building where her mom was murdered.
It's a
like
little,
I was like, this strains credulity. Like I don't believe this for a second unless he's like in on it somehow or like something like that.
The classic movie line of "You're too close to this."
Right. Like I'm not going to force you to go, but I think you could, like he doesn't even say like you were there, you'll have keen insight into this case. Like I know it'll be hard. Like he sort of says that, but like not really. And it's just like this shambling mess of a person, like you're going to send her in the field? Like I don't know. But obviously like they're doing that so that she can probably be like a badass by the end of it. But like I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because I think the setup of it is kind of like, okay, so you start out, like, putting her in that kind of work position, whatever, I agree with Isla, like, it felt like, a little narratively, I was a little confused, but, like, I guess, so then you, like, you know, you're an FBI agent, so you have a gun, you know, like, you're not just kind of helpless person who doesn't know what the deal is with anything, but I'm like, if you want to sell that this character has a lot of urgency, it's okay for a character to say, oh my god, I want to do this, and then failing, and then being too nervous to do something, and that might have narratively been a little cooler than an already nervous person being like, I don't know if I can do this, and the boss being like, no, you gotta do this, trust me, because you have trauma or whatever.
Like, if it had been like, I gotta go to, put me on this, like, that's where my mom died, I gotta go, like...
Yeah.
But I mean, again, we haven't finished the game, so, I also want to say, like, it is really beautiful and wonderful to just take in all the details of, like, design-wise. It is so beautiful. Like, all the levels, they're so meticulous. I think all the, like, mocap, shout out to the people that did zombie mocap because they look great. All the guttural sounds and screams and weird, like, gurgling that you hear around you all the time. The sound design is wonderful, but also the movements and everything, how they respond to whatever you do when you attack,
and the
like,
dismemberment.
It's insane.
Out of control.
The responses to whatever you do as an attack are all just so wonderful, and like I just want to like
getting those crunchy headshots.
Yeah, it's all just very crunchy and visceral and great and wonderful, and you know, kudos to the mocaps, kudos to the actors. As Isla said, I also had some gripes, which I think is more in the realm of performance directing. It's not the actors. The actors are all fantastic and everything they do. They're all wonderful.
Really good.
But it's just it's very scary, and I jump at like a box moving. I jump at literally everything.
That's something I was gonna say, because like I was recently in an area, let's call it like a there were some cells, holding cells or whatever, and like there are all these things where it's like, okay, clearly like I'm gonna have to open all these, and then like this and this and this is gonna happen, but then like this game does such a good job of subverting your expectations with what's gonna happen. Like there have been parts where it's like I had a thing to open a certain thing, but then I came at it from another direction and something just ripped it open, and I was like, oh, okay, like I don't need to do that anymore, I guess. Like that's crazy. Or like just like it shakes things up, and like Damiani was saying, like, and I'm trying not to be any specifics so I don't spoil these moments because they're fun, but like rooms that you think like, okay, I'm cool in here, and then it's just like, nope, I am not cool in here. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, and it has the perfect balance of so many different things, because there have been parts where I'm like, I've got 27 bullets. I am sitting pretty. Cut to me like 10 minutes later where I'm like bleeding out and I have no ammo and I can't craft anything, and I'm just like, fuck. And like if I get touched, I'm dying. Like,
sometimes when I'm Grace, I'm trying to shoot a zombie's head. I miss like 4 shots in a row.
God.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've reloaded a save because I've missed too many shots before. I was like, I'm low on ammo. I was like, no, we're not dealing with this shit. I know where we're going with this. We're not dealing with this. But also, like, I've had like almost 54. I had 54 rounds at one point. I'm like, I know you, Resident Evil. I know what's happening. You're about to like make me use all this shit probably, and I'm gonna go through it. I will say, I love how the evolution of like Grace. It's not like it's the same feeling I get from like a Metroidvania. Like when I get a double jump or the air dash or something. Like there's a moment when like where you get like you get stuff with her and like she's not so defenseless, and it's like it's like that first hurdle, the hill you got to get over, and it's like a little bit of a sigh of relief, and you feel like you have a better chance. And like I feel like I've gone through 2 of those with her segments, and I'm like, oh man, like, but like they still keep throwing stuff at you. It's like, don't get too comfortable. Don't think you're like, now it's like Grace is all actiony and stuff. Like, nah, not quite.
One of my favorite things in the entire game are the hemolytic injectors.
Dude,
I knew
was just going to talk about
these-
that.
Yeah, I am so obsessed with these. They take a lot of resources to craft. These are very finite. This is a finite resource, but it's the only way you can do a stealth kill as Grace. But what makes it even more important, not only are you saving ammo and potentially health by not having to like engage with an enemy, but it fully just like blows them up like the fucking matches in Evil Within.
I was like,
or Resident
it's Blade when they get injected with the shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Blade is the
They
blue
just Blade. I was like, it's made them blow up.
I want to ask you guys this because I haven't played all the Resident Evils. So, how do the like kind of extras in the sense of those types of like weapons and stuff, or like even just the weapons in general, how do they feel compared to the previous games? Like, are we upgrading or downgrading? Or
one of my favorite things of all time is that Capcom finally was like, look, everybody, we know that you save your Magnum rounds for the final boss, and then you don't even use your Magnum rounds. The name of the Magnum in this game is Requiem.
Yeah.
They encourage you from moment 1 to use the Magnum
But wait,
as
Huber.
a weapon through the game.
But wait, I have a question about this because I have the Requiem. I've found rare metals. But I can't craft the bullets.
There's something with the coins that you.
Well, I did all that. I don't have
Maybe
the recipe for.
you gotta find the
recipe.
recipe. You gotta find some recipe.
But if Damiani-
no. There's a.
I'm past Damiani, so if he has the recipe,
you
I
missed it,
You might have
then, or
missed
you have
it.
to go back if you can.
You might have missed it.
I definitely have it because I can craft the rounds for it. I absolutely craft the rounds for it.
I found
Go ahead.
2 blood vial things to analyze.
There's-
and
Yeah.
There's
I think there's
we
3.
should talk about this after.
Was it in the
Yeah.
closet?
Yeah.
That was
There
the
might be
only
more.
one
There
I
might be
couldn't
more.
get
I
into.
don't know where it is. I don't know. I don't know. But like, I'm thankful I found it because my thing, I'll say, Huber, like because
looking
I felt like
everywhere, too.
encouraged to
Fuck.
use it because certain things in the game, I won't say what they were, but you know what they were, like certain big things. I felt like rocket launcher moments on them because I was bold and tested out like, and I was like, oh, these aren't maybe what I thought they were, and I can maybe deal with them and maybe in a more permanent way. And I was like, heck yeah, this is good. I was like, oh, but also like those troublesome, more remedial enemies that you just talked about how you can deal with them in other ways. If you don't, you're going to be using a lot of ammo and probably taking a lot of damage, or
lot
you
of
could
frickin'
use a
ammo.
single round to the head of that Requiem, and
Love that.
but it's valuable, man. Like it's like
I mean, this is
rough.
devastating news because I am well out of that area.
Well, no, Isla, it's so great. Legit, like, I was the same way. I obviously comb through every location meticulously in this game.
yeah.
My first playthrough, I missed things. You will miss
Yeah.
things. You will you
I've
will progress, and you will
I've
be like, whoa,
gotten
I think I
every-
missed that entire thing. Yeah.
I've
normal.
gotten without being spoilery.
We
I've
gotta stop
gotten
the
every.
spoiler. Yeah.
No, I've gotten every. There is a cool, in the tradition of Resident Evil. I was happy to see it return here. There is a thing that you can look for and shoot. And I've gotten all of those so far.
The
I think they've
collectibles,
talked
yeah.
about those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
The
definitely on the
raccoon
hunt for
heads.
those.
That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, raccoon guys. I've gotten all of those so far, but like, god damn it.
Not a
I knew it.
spoiler. Early game thing. Another shout out for like design wise, and I don't know if they'll do anything like this again in the rest of the game, and I don't know if they showed it in the trailers. The first playable section with Leon technically. like just that segment. I was like,
I did that at the preview, so we had a preview of that.
that was so
you
awesome.
can
It was
talk
like
about
the
yeah.
chaos and like the volume.
His
of
intro
things.
is incredible.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. I know it's also a throwback to.
Yeah.
I was like, this is. I was like I was like pretty excited and
Well,
happy
and
with
it's-
that.
Yeah.
It was a neat moment because, like, obviously in the trailers they've shown that Leon and Grace, like, their stories intersect at certain points, but like I was expecting that to be like much later
Yeah,
than it is.
same.
And like thankfully it is not late, and it is like really interesting how it happens. The game story is really neat so far.
It is.
I'm loving it.
It's just nice. It's a solid, good game. The details are there. It's just nice to play a game where you're just like, this has been cooked and
It has been
just
cooked.
put together. Everything feels
Oh, yeah.
just great. It feels like, I don't know, do y'all think this is, I know we're in a big year for
top tier.
games, but like, is it top 10? I feel like it might be.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Right?
I love
like,
it
I know
so
this is a
much.
crazy year, but
Goaty
I
Souls
love
for sure.
it.
Yeah.
go
Definitely, it's on like where it goes. Like I feel like I haven't played enough of like Leon stuff yet, so like I'd like to see how.
Yeah, I'm pretty far past where you are, and because we were talking beforehand of like figuring out where we all were, and don't worry, Damiani.
I did before we started recording. I did a fantastic segment. I don't know if we were live and you're catching my facial reactions. I was like reacting to what I was doing, and I was like,
I loved that
I was like,
cutscene.
I was like, it wasn't. No, it was gameplay. It was like.
Well, the cutscene that you started when we started the Zoom.
Oh yeah. I was like, all right, this is. I like this. I like this. This is some
Hell
crazy
yeah.
shit I'm seeing. This is good.
Not enough suplexes.
He's a little older, so like I'm
Yeah.
assuming like I don't know. Maybe he has more melee stuff that I haven't seen yet, but like. They even gave Grace like a knockdown ability, which was kind of
Yeah.
like nice.
Clutch.
Push.
Yeah.
For those of
I
us
mean-
without a Magnum, that's clutch.
Because then he just walk up and headshot him a few times, right? Like,
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I hope we didn't spoil too much. It felt good. It felt fine. Resident Evil Requiem is coming out tonight in like 30 minutes, maybe, or a couple hours. It's
Probably
about
already
to
out.
drop.
It's already out.
Yeah.
Regional
Yeah.
unlock times,
Yeah.
who knows?
It's dropping. We will definitely have a stream and hopefully a spoiler mode as well. I would love to do the
I'm
full
down, yeah.
deep dive spoiler mode of Resident Evil Requiem. Just get all of our thoughts out there because we talked about a lot, but there is still so much more for you all to discover. There it is. All right, next up, switching gears. God of War Shadow dropped the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, God of War
So many
Sons of
games.
Sparta, little Metroidvania action. I am like 9.5 hours into this game, and after a slowish start, I'm really enjoying my time with this. I
Okay.
am really enjoying it. Full disclosure, like we are probably swimming in sevens if I'm gonna review this game. Like I would, 7 to 8-ish range.
Okay.
But as a fan of the genre, I'm a Metroidvania enthusiast and a fan of God of War, I'm really fucking enjoying it. I've seen a lot of takes on like the lack of Metroidvania-ness, but I think, I was getting existential with it. I feel like sometimes you have to adjust your expectations and your perceptions of just what you're playing. Like, we're so obsessed with comparing every game to every game, and we're upset, we're gonna compare this to Hollow Knight or Guacamelee or Blasphemous, and it's like, sure, they're Metroidvanias, but like every game is its own thing. Every game is different from one another, and the Metroidvania bits that I love about God of War: Sons of Sparta are that it's not always about backtracking over and over to different areas or unlocking all of these new crazy things. It is a little more linear and straightforward, but it still retains the Metroidvania genre. So like, yes, you do unlock like a wall climb, or you unlock an ability to progress through certain walls. Like, so that stuff still exists, but it definitely is more focused, and it definitely pushes you to continually go to new zones, whereas the backtracking is usually optional.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's mostly optional. It's like, okay, do I want to go back now that I have this ability to maybe get some of those, olive branches to extend my health meter? So, it's actually kind of refreshing after, going through Silksong, which was brutally difficult, very long, very challenging game. So, I feel like this leans more towards action adventure, but it is still a Metroidvania. So, again, it's all about just adjusting your perception of it all. With that being said, I still feel like we are in the 7-8 range because, the movement feels okay. It's not as tight, obviously, as some of the best in class. I think comparing it to Blasphemous is a lot more fair than comparing it to like Silksong, even though Silksong is on everybody's mind and it's, the newer one and everything. I think it is a little more deliberate and slow paced like Blasphemous. But as the game has gone on and I've learned new abilities and unlocked new things, the combat's really opening up. Like it feels good. And it has that God of War vibe where it's like you're parrying with a shield. Like parrying is really big in this game, everybody. So just know that up front. There's a lot of parrying, a lot of dodging. It's very important for sure. But the main combat elements are like you have your spear is the main thing. And then like some of the magical abilities are lacking. That also is not as fun as other God of War games that you've come to expect. You get like a slingshot. It's fine. You like have a slingshot and you throw a little ball at him. But then you also have this other ability that's like you throw a little bouncing fireball. So they're like two of the exact same abilities, basically. So it's just like not exciting to unlock or not really exciting to use. But you have your spear, your shield, your magical abilities, and then your like yellow stun gauge meter. So if you hold R1 and you attack with your spear, you build up their stun meter. And then if you stun them, you can do like an instant kill. So it's just about balancing your magic, your stun, your dodging, your parrying, your attacking, like all of that factors into each encounter. And it's really fun. Having a really good time with it. It's just aesthetically pleasing. Like, one of the main zones in the game is Sparta. And as a God of War fucking mega fan, like, it's just fun being Kratos and Deimos in Sparta as kids. Like, all these old Spartan warriors don't take you seriously because you're kids. You're like, yo, we just killed a Cyclops. And the Spartan guy's like, yeah, bullshit, whatever, kids, get out of here. Like, and it's like, yo, you don't even know Kratos' journey. You don't even know. Like, the dramatic irony of it is so fun. And yeah, there's just a ton of quests you can do. There's like the primary quests and the side quests. A lot of
puzzles?
Not really.
Okay.
Like a little bit. Like one of the items you get can interact with the environment and it'll like remove lightning barriers, and then it can also like you can echo it and it'll like reveal secret walls that disappear. So like there's a little bit of light puzzle solving, but it is again pretty linear, pretty straightforward for a Metroidvania. Your main objective is usually on the map. It'll be like, hey, go there. So you're not getting lost that much. But yeah, I just really love the vibes. I think it's just so, I know we throw this word around a lot. It's really cozy. It is extremely cozy. And it's a really fun, meaningful chapter of Kratos' story as well. Like, do not skip the story of this. Deimos is so underappreciated and underrated as a God of War character. He's in Ghost of Sparta primarily, which was one of the PSP games and one of my absolute favorite God of War games. So it's really nice to get more insight into this kind of like lost chapter of Kratos' journey. And all the UI stuff is like reminiscent of God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. So there's like that UI kind of through line of it all. So it really feels like it's part of the whole grand collection. Yeah, just really, really enjoying it. Are any of you interested in playing it? I know the reviews have not been hot. I don't know where you stand on this, or are any of you gonna hop in? The price is pretty steep. It's $30. but it is long.
Yeah, not
it's
for
like
30
20
bucks.
hours.
Yeah, price for me, and I'm not sure.
For sure. Yeah. What do you
It
think,
looks
Damiani?
cool though.
Yeah. Damiani, I know you love this genre so much. You know, you just went through Silksong and you even replayed Hollow Knight. Are you a little Metroidvania'd out, or?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like hearing more about like how it's a little bit more linear and it's like optional backtracking. Like,
Yeah.
that's probably one of the things that I'm drawn to a little bit more, especially like
Yeah.
something like Silksong and Hollow Knight before it, is that you were constantly having to like go back
Yeah.
and forth, and like the ability to find different paths forward, and that level of exploration that comes with that sense of exploration. Sorry, and it's not just about like the mechanics and like having evolving abilities that allow you to like improve your traversal. Like it's always more than that. So
Yeah.
and then like also like I'm not as like into God of War,
For sure.
yeah. So like this didn't really like get me that excited. I was more fascinated, like, wow, they're doing an interesting spin-off with this. I was like surprised they'd even bothered to do that. That's kind of cool.
Totally cool. Totally welcome. It's so sad when something like this is not met with, critical acclaim or industry buzz, really, because it's so cool that we have God of War in this way,
Yeah.
Like, all I fucking ever want, everybody, is for Resident Evil to do something like this with a fixed camera game. Like, do this, Capcom, with like an old school fixed camera Resident Evil. So I love that God of War is at least taking these different avenues.
That's the thing why I was a little. I mean, I haven't like read into it too much, but yeah, like I heard that the reception of this was not great, or a little aggro or whatever, and I was just like, I don't know, it shadow dropped, and like it's a side story like kind of a thing, and I'm like, that's neat kind of on its own. I do think that $30 is like, I think if it had
it's more than Silksong, Isla. Isn't that crazy?
yeah, like if it had shadow dropped and was $14.99, I think everyone would be thrilled, like because like cheaper side story that was a surprise release that like then I think that buys you a lot of goodwill. But like at a $30 price
tax.
point, at a $30 price point with the name God of War, people, it comes with a lot of expectations.
Great call, for sure. Yeah, and some of the criticisms too. The voice acting. I was telling Isla the voice actors seem like they know what social media is, and
I love
they
that.
have cell phones.
Yeah.
It's very strange. It doesn't feel grounded in ancient Sparta at all. It's bizarre. They got Carson back to do like overarching narration as older Kratos. He's amazing. He's incredible. But like young Kratos and young Deimos, the voice acting is just like it just like seems a little low budget.
That's interesting because it reminds me of, because I didn't finish Ragnarok, but like one of this is just a personal thing probably. I did not like how Odin was voice directed and the whole accent and everything.
Oh, okay.
That put
Odin
me out
was
of
a
it.
little
I was like,
strange.
why is he from New York? I don't understand.
Odin knows what the stock market is.
Yeah.
Odin hails a cab and is high on coke.
Like,
in
I
that
literally
game.
was like, why are you ruining this Norse fairy tale for me with this I don't know. That like put me off so much that
Thor was a 10 out of 10.
I don't know.
Thor's supposed to be like a drunk party boy though.
And he's now gonna be Kratos in the show, which is so awesome. Yeah, he was phenomenal.
It is AJ Locascio as he's the Cryptia or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not young Kratos.
No. But that's just a Ragnarok thing. But I was wondering if like maybe that's something they want, is to like modernize the way characters speak, but it's also a little weird.
Funny. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's when I stopped playing Ragnarok. Was
like,
when Odin showed up and he's like, "Hey Kratos, why you yanking my fucking chain here, Kratos?
Atreus.
Come on here, buddy.
Come, Atreus,
I got a
get a
card
bagel."
game. I got a card game.
Hey, I gotta get back to Toontown.
25 minutes. Yeah, fuck. Fucking hey,
over
Kratos.
here.
Goddamn.
Look at all this goddamn snow in this blizzard. Yeah, no, I don't know. Not my cup
Quit
of tea.
shooting my fucking ravens, Kratos. Goddamn.
I don't know. That was a very strange choice for, Odin, like that guy, that Odin. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not even. Anyways.
Also, I know there's like criticism because you unlock, I think, co-op when you beat it. It's just single player
Oh.
game. They should have just let
Weird.
you do that right
Yeah.
away. So just little things here and there, but I would recommend it for $15. When this is half off or on a sale, scoop it up. Or if you're a God of War mega fan, then hit it up. But yeah, I would hold off for now.
Who's that?
Oh,
Oh, who's that?
Cat Cap's going crazy. Oh my god.
Just in time for vampire crawlers.
Yeah, just in time for Vampire Crawlers. Damiani.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
hear
They
all about this.
Yeah,
I'm so
this is
stoked for this.
Fallout, the developer
Yeah.
behind Vampire Survivors, now making Vampire Crawlers, and they just dropped the demo out of nowhere, I guess. Maybe they announced it, but I didn't see any announcement.
Are you familiar with the boomer shooter Dusk? Because they did something similar. Dusk is a newer boomer shooter, and they also
is
are
good.
coming. Amazing, and they are also coming out with a Dusk crawler game,
Whoa, I
like a
didn't know
dungeon
that.
crawler. Yeah.
It's presented first-person perspective. It still uses like sprites for. It's like the same assets as Vampire Survivors, but there's like 3D. There's like a 3D effect going on with some of the environment, so like it's a different perspective. But like instead of you just like collecting stuff and like it's just auto battling for you, just got to move around. You're moving around like in a dungeon crawler because it's a dungeon crawler environment. There's different maps you pick from. The demo has a forest and then a library, and then you have a hub town. And the hub town is where you could like do like the upgrades. It's the same thing, like gold coins, spend them, increase experience, but health. But like it's not like your permanent health. It's like it functions a little differently. Like, everything looks very familiar, but like there's slightly different things to it because you're picking cards. You start each character. It has the same characters so far from the first game, the first starter characters, and they each have like different attributes, just like they do in Vampire Survivors. But they have their own like starter deck, and then as you encounter chests, defeat certain enemies, you can pick. And you remember like when you get the chest and did dun dun dun, instead of like giving you like evolutions, although there are evolutions in this, you pick like a card, and it's like you want to pick a weapon, so you can pick like a whip and get another whip card, or get another like magic wand card, or you get like the passive stuff like spinach, which increase damage. So like they still are analogous in what they do. So if you played Vampire Survivors, I feel like you'd be right at home jumping into this. And the fact that like it's on cards, the only thing you need to know about cards is like they have like a mana cost, and that you have like a mana pool, and that like you want to play them in a certain order based on their MP cost to like maybe maximize like your combo, or certain things will stack. But like as I said, if you played Vampire Survivors, you'll understand what that like very easily. And even if you don't, it's very simple. And to be like a little bit transparent, I've read some of the like commentary about this game, the demo, and people are saying that it's like I would hesitate to call it even a card builder game because like it's not really that. It's very basic. Like some people are actually disappointed it's not super in depth with the card building. Someone who doesn't like card building games.
I've always said cards are just another way to show you a move for a lot of these games.
This is what this is.
You could have text written out and
Yeah.
it would be the same damn thing.
It's like
it's an abilities menu just randomized with art.
Yeah. It like it does not. Like, I'm not even like my brain isn't even being tricked into thinking that. Like it's being tricked into thinking it's not it. And that's like for me, this is like excellent because that was like my biggest like reservation about this. Like, oh, is the card thing just gonna get like a little too annoying for me? Is it gonna get in the way? And like I just when the demo was like, nope, absolutely not, and it's very addictive. So like for me, I put like 5 hours into the demo because I don't know if progress carries over. I really hope it does because
You're addicted
I've
already.
been farming
Here we go.
gold to already get like my
my
max out my
God.
EXP and like
my
heals per turn or heals per like battle stuff. Like, and if not, at least I know what to do now. Like I probably can do like it a little bit more efficiently. And there's like all this thing, like the not achievements, but like there are challenges where you like do certain things in each run, and like you can unlock new, like it's gonna have all that shit because it's already in there, but like not to the full extent. So I mean, it's just like it's basically the universe of Vampire Survivors presented in a different like gameplay format, and it feels more like a game this time because I feel like the strategy of Vampire Survivors, like, just as soon as you learn the builds and as soon as you power up enough things, like, it's just over. Like,
Yeah.
you just it, like
Stand there and win.
yeah, they'd add new like packs and it's like new like DLC and it's like it'd be like a little intriguing for like the first like 30 minutes and it was like, oh, I figured like here's how they fuse. We're done here. Like I'm gonna blow this up. It like this like felt back at the beginning of Vampire Survivors. It felt like that feeling again, but it's like lasted throughout. It took me like the second attempt I cleared the forest. I think it took like 2 or 3 attempts to clear the library level. And if people were saying it's very easy, but like I was like, I mean, it took me a few attempts. But yeah, there's a lot of. I feel like the depth is being held back because it's just the first 2 levels. I'm sure there's gonna be more. I'm sure there's gonna be like more characters that have crazy stuff. And I'm curious about like the enemies because they come at you at waves. So it's like think Dragon Quest, or Dungeon Crawl. Like they just like appear in a row before you. And when you play your cards and do damage, it like sometimes it'll damage the front row. Sometimes it can damage the front and back row. It has like knockback effects. Like there are boss enemies on this as well. And yeah, it's just. If Resident Evil Requiem wasn't out, I mean, I'd still probably be playing this, but like it's also a demo and I don't know if the progress carries over. So I'm like, probably should stop myself and wait for the damn release and not go too hard on this demo because.
Do we know when it's coming out?
It
or
just
no?
says coming this year still, coming soon.
Even on Steam.
And I'm going to tell you now, Huber, I'm going to drop another
Soon
cool
TM.
50 hours on this game. Like,
Hell
I
yeah.
can already tell you. Breezy
It
50
sounds
hours.
like it. It sounds like
Breezy.
it.
Breezy. Easiest 50 hours.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I am fully in for this. Fully in. Hell yeah. Vampire Crawlers. Yo, next, Vampire Beat 'em Up. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Just keep going
Every
through all the
genre.
genres. That's
Every genre.
Every genre.
I want a vampire farming sim, which is
Yes.
real dark, depending on how you do it.
Grow that garlic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, okay. So you just have a farm just anti-vampire, essentially. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
So sick.
Vampire Monster Catcher? That's a good idea, Chad.
Alrighty. It is time for Love and Respect. Love and
Love and
respect.
respect.
my
My
I am very well.
the metronome in my head. I was pretty close. That's hard though, Damiani. I feel for you. You can't hear that thing at all.
just gotta watch for the button press and then
Watch
you
for the
gotta,
button
like,
press, and then you gotta
watch for the
yeah.
click moment, and then you just gotta have that timing down. And also just cheat by doing oven respect.
Yeah.
Just don't say
Yeah.
the
Oven
L
respect.
part because if you're
Oven
early, it's
respect
gonna
is
sound
great.
weird.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
Alrighty. Alexander Zirianov. Hello, allies. What were some of your favorite games to review, and what made production of those reviews so special? Isla and Dawn are welcome to talk about their favorite review edits. I'm going to speak for Isla. I'm going to speak on your behalf. Fast and the Furious.
Dominic Toretto. That was a very fun. Anytime I got to review or I got to edit a game that we were dragging, anytime a game was getting a low score, those reviews were always fun because you could just kind of have fun with it. I mean, the one that I really loved cutting was Stanley Parable because I made the review in the edit. It was written like a normal review, and
That's
I had
iconic.
to fight for it. But in the edit, I put the entire edit out of order. It starts with the score.
It's so iconic.
It was a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
They're all fun. I like cutting
Yeah.
those. They're crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I was most excited about Breath of the Wild when we got like the Switch, like that one. But that turned out to be more of like a very strict schedule regimen to like hit that embargo. So I don't know how much it was like, started to feel a little stressful after a little while. I would say just on the whole, because it was like a blast from start to finish, and it was just like fun talking about it in the review, and then like didn't feel like there was like too much. Like Breath of the Wild felt like there's a bit of like a a little bit like having to carry a little bit of weight with that, honestly. And then, like, there's like, like like how important is this game and all that stuff, like kind of like seeped in a little bit. But like Rebirth, I was like, man, this game is like, it took me like 2+ weeks to beat that game, but I was like, hell yeah, this is like freaking amazing. And like writing that review, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so freaking easy. It's gonna be a long review, but I'm having so much fun writing this because it was so much fun to play that game.
Love that.
It's
Yeah,
always
I mean-
good. That reminded me of like, it's always nice when we get enough copies of a game that Don or I have gotten to play it also, because it makes editing it so much easier. And like, because like, I'm like, Death Stranding comes to mind, Death Stranding 1, where it was like we all got that game a month ahead of time, and like we'd all beaten it by the time we were editing the review. And it was like, so then like, if the script is like, yeah, and then you get this item, and this item, like some crazy list that if you haven't played the game is like impossible. Fighting games are notoriously terrible for editing because people will shout out anything specific, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Like, what are you talking about? But like, if you've played the game, you could be like, oh yeah, I know exactly where that is. Like, that's this. That feels good. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just love reviewing any Resident Evil, for sure. It's always stressful. Like, I hadn't reviewed a game since Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 was the last thing I reviewed before Resident Evil, so that was almost 2 years ago. So
Wow.
it was really refreshing doing this, but it's just so high stakes. And I know it doesn't need to be, and it's just a game, and it's just a review, and it's just like, have fun with it. But it just always feels so intense to review a game. So, like, as much fun as it is, I will come back and say that it is also the most stressful thing I honestly do in my life. It's the most stressful because I feel the pressure of, like, the journalism,
What a blessed life.
the journalism weight. I feel like I have a moral obligation to the consumer and to the fan base, even like Resident Evil, the fan base, like, get it right, be professional, like, yeah. So I put a lot of fucking pressure on myself that doesn't need to be there, but it is intense. I also really like reviewing Assassin's Creed games. Those are always fun. Just a fun series to, like, pick apart and, like, keep them honest, like, where are you, Assassin's Creed? What are you up to? Yeah, just looking at my old reviews here.
It is weird to maybe say this because, I'm in it, but like, I don't write them. I just cut them or whatever. But like, and not in a long time, Don's cut the lion's share of Easy Allies reviews for sure. But like, I do really think that we're up there with, like, I think our reviews are very good.
Oh, I love that.
And I think
so
they
too.
always have been.
Yeah, I agree. I love the collaboration. I love it. Like, even just speaking to the Requiem review of just like, all right, I did the script, Sentence of Blood. He did a little proofreading, change a couple words here and there. Then it goes to Jones, and then Jones reads it. And then it goes to, Don or Isla, and then they cut it. And it's like, I feel like that collaboration also just kind of helps our, just the whole vibe of the review,
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. I give a lot of 9.5s. It's very funny. All right. Any other comments on reviews? Moving on to Pantheon Live. Hey, allies. Happy Resident Evil Requiem Day. Before Resident Evil 2 Remake, I wasn't really into horror, partly because I was, and to some extent still am, a bit of a scaredy cat. But the campiness balanced out the scarier moments, and that game opened my eyes to a genre I'd mostly ignored because I assumed it just wasn't for me. Since then, I've built up my tolerance for horror games, shows, and movies, and now Resident Evil is one of my favorite game series, and Alan Wake 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So my question to you is, what is a game that opened your eyes to a genre you disliked or had no interest in before? Thanks for taking this question. If you do, enjoying being back in Raccoon City. Enjoy those chainsaw kills, Huber, and have a great weekend. Love and respect, Pantheon. So, a game that opened your eyes to a genre.
Yeah.
I will say,
okay.
You go.
This is a repeat. I've said it before, but like FTL. Just,
FTL.
I never played it really before. Like, or really engaged with one to that extent. And that was like, dang, these can really hold my attention. I like these.
Yeah. I'm going to say Valheim.
Oh,
Because like never-ending survival crafting games just weren't for me because I have to move on, and I don't need to. I want to play as many games as I can. So those games are always just like, well, there's no real like end goal, and I don't like picking up trash and looking at my inventory. You know, you're picking up leaves and coal, but literally Valheim to this day is one of my favorite gaming memories. I loved our time with that game.
The gut pit, dude.
Oh,
Project Evergiven would have worked. Project Evergiven would have worked.
Oh God! Don't remind me. All I wanted was iron, and you and Don just kept digging a hole. I don't understand.
It was for you.
Why was it for me? I couldn't use it. All I wanted was iron.
If it had worked, the shipping chain would have been. You would have gotten so much iron.
I don't know.
Instead, we broke our
true.
server.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I agree with Valheim for sure, because it was a perfect amount of. I mean, this is also like, for me in that time, in the lockdown time of it all, like Animal Crossing too. There was an Easy Allies stream I was on like January 1st where I was like, Animal Crossing is for kids. I'm not gonna play that. Stupid. 900 hours later, I'm a doink. Learned my lesson. Definitely, I wasn't into like. I liked The Sims. That's as far as my like farming games kind of went, which is not even. They're like similar in vibes, but not. They're very different, of course. But that's definitely opened a bunch of stuff for me. I will also say like, now that I think about it, like Journey was one for me that opened indies in general, because like pre-Journey I was mostly into Call of Duties and the Battlefields and the FIFAs, and I was very kind of basic in my taste in games, and then I tried Journey and I was like, oh shit, you can actually do something very, very cool in games, and so that was one for me, and I
love that.
Those two definitely.
For me, like I would say Virtue's Last Reward and Doki Doki Literature Club like were visual novels that I liked a lot. I don't usually get into that genre too heavily. Also, sports games are my biggest kind of like blind spot. But like stuff like Mario Tennis the other day, or my glitched copy of MLB 98. Where all the voice lines were wrong, like
so insane.
I played a shitload of that, or like the original Gran Turismo on PlayStation got me interested in like racing games or cruising, I guess, arcade games at snowboarding.
Oh my God,
got me interested in that. But yeah, that kind of stuff.
I love that. Cruising. I want to play Cruising right now, Isla. Holy shit. Where is the fucking Road Rash or Skitchin reboot?
Dude.
Where are they?
Let's go.
Where are they?
The culture has moved on, I guess.
Where are they, Ted? Where are they? They're in a warehouse. A warehouse. Hey, Ted, kiss my shoes. Damiani?
What is this?
Damiani?
Is this Better Call Saul?
No, Damiani, come on.
Ted, kiss my shoes.
Ted, kiss my shoes.
They're
in a warehouse.
That's a Fast and Furious.
There it is. Fast and Furious 1.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
Cool.
It was like the delivery of it. When he said it again, I'm like, okay, now I like.
He's like pouring oil in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, they're in a warehouse.
Jesus.
So intense. All right. Thank you, Pantheon. Next up from Jason. Wait, Isla, help me.
I think it's Voinar.
Voinar.
now.
Jason Voynar. Okay. We want to get it right. We've been saying it wrong forever. From Jason Voynar. LNR, do you think you've already played your favorite video game of all time?
Whoa.
Probably.
That's some.
I hope not.
I hope not. But
Yeah, I hope
probably.
not. Shit.
Probably.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
it's gonna be really hard for the original Resident Evil 2 to be topped. To this day, it is still my favorite game of all time. It has been that way for nearly 3 decades, and I always say it's the combination. It's the unbeatable combination of it still holds up today, and there's the nostalgia factor. That's a powerful weapon.
Yeah.
The nostalgia, and it's still incredible and fun and amazing. Like, yeah, that's hard
Nostalgia's hitting harder and harder these days too. Yeah.
to beat. Yeah, so it's tough.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I just add to the list. I mean, it's like a good problem to have. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
like, Outer Wilds got added to my, as maybe one of my favorite game, like
Love
tied
that.
with Bloodborne, Symphony of the Night, and Myst, maybe like up there, Portal, but like,
We have
Blueprints
hundreds
is
of favorite
cracked in
games.
there. But yeah, you just add them,
Yeah, just add it to the list.
just add it.
Blue fucking Prince.
Yeah, dude.
Eurogamers and Easy Allies, Game of the Year. Shout out Eurogamer.
Well,
We love you.
Yeah, no,
Uh, Yeah, Sophia, what do you think?
I think it's some of my favorite. I think it's hard because it's like my favorite video game is multiple, right? Like very few people have one big one. But I also, it's the nostalgia. I think of something like Left 4 Dead 2 and I'm like, it's just been we've just had multiple attempts of recapturing the zombie magic of that game and it just doesn't.
Back for Blood was so sad.
They were so close. It's the,
they were so close.
I know. It's like you're overthinking it. Just make it simple. The simple thing is why this game has such a good game feel, and it's so.
You're
I
so
did like the
right.
weapon mods though. I like
Yeah.
that.
There
But
was
it
some
is-
sick
yeah.
shit. You're so right. It was so close. And
So close.
they just
I-
overdid it.
Yeah, so it's just like, have I played my favorite game of all time? Again, it's like, yes, I hope I haven't, or like, no, I hope I haven't. If we're facing, layoffs and AI nightmare, then maybe I have. Like maybe like
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at my.
maybe.
I'm looking at my Left 4 Deads and my Journeys and Edith Finch and Baldur's Gate 3 and I'm like yeah maybe this is it, this is where we stop, but I hope not. I hope for a lot of things, but
I hope GTA 6 is not the last video game ever released.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Hopefully they keep making favorite games.
Yeah.
yeah, I hope so.
Alrighty. Thank you, Jason. By the way, before we get to this week's bets, Easy Allies patrons are getting 2 bonus love and respect questions. And this week we're playing a little game called Sink or Swim, Save Your Babies from Drowning Edition.
We're gonna save our babies.
We're going to save them.
That's crazy.
So if you want to get in on that extended cut, become a $5 patron at patreon.com/easyallies. By becoming a patron,
patron.
yeah. No, yeah. By becoming a patron, you'll get this podcast 2 days early and ad-free. Incredible value. You get into the official Discord, and you can submit questions to Love and Respect. So help us out. Get in there. Feel the bonds. Feel the love and respect. And if you really want to help us out, you can join one of our producer tiers. For $25, all our producers get their names added to the monthly podcast credits. Brandon Jones reads them aloud, and it's always a good time. Our platinum producers get a shout-out on this podcast each and every week. This month's shout-outs go to Jabawabs, El Thanis, Lizard Wizard 64, and Raymond Wheeler III. Shout out! Now come join us on Patreon for those bonus questions. Patreon.com/easyallies. Sweet. All right. This week's bet.
Biats.
We got a fun one that I think everyone is going to be curious about. Everyone has an opinion on this. Everyone has their own bet. So play along at home because this is high stakes for this game. And honestly, it honestly feels like a high stakes moment for this industry. Like, whoa. Marathon comes out March 5th, 1 week from today, Marathon is dropping from Bungie, Halo, Destiny, older marathons. How many people total number, how many people total will be watching Marathon on Twitch this time next week before the podcast? Damiani?
I'm going to go with 25,000.
25,000. Don Casanova?
I went with 85,000.
85,000. I went huge because I was looking at how many people were watching World of Warcraft earlier today, and it was like 100-something thousand for that. I said, fuck. I said 240,000 people.
Well, I looked at how many people were watching Marathon
Oh,
right when we made this bet, and it was 186,000. So I
Okay.
said 202,000. You can't
202. Okay, so I'm not too far off there. Okay. And the wild card Sophia. What are you feeling?
250K.
Oh,
Whoa.
you got the high. Damn it.
see that. I love how we got some lows and some highs and
I feel
nothing
like
in
I'm
between.
too high. I just,
We're probably too high.
I don't
Damn.
know. We'll see. Yeah.
You and Isla boxed me in.
Yep.
And what would your new word be for the wild card team?
I've been looking at it. I've been thinking. We're gonna go with sexy.
Ooh.
Sexy. Love that.
The sexy undulating Hahamse phoenix herd.
That rules. That fucking rules.
Yep.
All right. Last week's bet. I was not here. I was on assignment. I didn't get to bet. Always a bummer, because that's just leaving points on the table. On February 20th, our bet was as follows. No sleep for Kaname Date from AI The Somnant Files comes to PS4, PS5, and Xbox on Thursday, February 26th. Right now. Next week, we'll check the latest post from developer Spike Chunsoft on Blue Sky. How many vowels will be in that post?
I was proud of this.
That's really good, Isla. Including visible links and hashtags, but not including videos or images or the letter Y. Their most recent, as of writing this bet, was Wednesday, February 18th, had 75. So, Damiani said 55.
55.
Don said 45. I was not here. Isla said 67. The wild card said 81. The actual answer was 62. Isla was off by 5. Damiani was off by 7. Real close one. Super close. So yeah, 62. Bringing the updated scores to first place Don, Strawberries and Cream with 4. And now myself and Isla tied for 3.
Woo!
Alrighty. Promotions. You can check out our sick Mario Tennis stream we did last week. That was so fun. Really loved that. So check out Mario Tennis and also the Resident Evil 9 Resident Evil Requiem review. Our first review in quite a minute. So please check it out, boost it, promote it. I swear there are no spoilers in there. I get into trouble critically sometimes, like the process, by just not mentioning things. And people like complain, but it's like sometimes I just like to be vague, even in a review. So please enjoy it. Also, the People of Note stream with Jason Wishnov. His game is coming out. Do we have a date on that, Isla? When that's-
April, I want to say April 19th.
April.
Let me check.
Great.
It has a date.
Great. Yeah, Wishnov's been working on this game
April
for,
7th.
April 7th. People of Note. Wishnov's been working on that for quite a while.
For like $25. It's like, I've beaten
Yeah.
that game. Sophia and I are in the credits. So
Sick.
that's fucking tight.
Love that.
I would say they're undercharging. That is a very
Undercharging.
fair price for that game.
Yeah.
That's a good ass game.
That's where you want to be. You want to undercharge.
Yeah.
You want people to be like, wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Love that. Yes, people of note from Wishnov. Check it out. All right, Isla, you get to shout out to anything or anyone that's on your mind this week. You get the final word or anything you disagree with, want to reiterate, or just popped into your head, and you get to sign off with your trademark sign off. Take us away.
I will shout out to Sophia. Because she's been making the rundowns for the podcast for a while now. And it's
So
been
incredible.
really nice. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you,
And
Sophia. Thank
producing
you so much.
these wonderful podcasts for us and with us.
Yes.
And so that's been very helpful.
Everybody in chat give her claps right now. Everyone.
It's
Blood
been
had
my
the-
pleasure. Blood has taught me well.
Blood had that suggested Sophia, and we were all like, oh, yeah, that could work. And she's doing a great job.
I'm just
thank
happy I got to introduce Damiani's My One Piece, which is
My One Piece. That's a 10 out of 10.
greatest piece of additional content.
That is a 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Final word? Yeah, geez. Play Resident Evil 9.
It's
tight
here.
as shit, dude.
It's here tonight.
Yeah. Be excited. It's really, I'm enjoying it. And trademark sign off. Good night and good game.
Put concrete shoes on that one.
The Easy Allies would like to thank our Patreon podcast producers. We apologize in advance for all the ally names we are about to misspell and mispronounce. Jabawabs, L. Thanis, Lizard Wizard 64, Raymond Wheeler III, Alexander Zirianov, A Red Knight, Jay Shee, Jesper Popmel Dufay, 44 Stars, Andreas Risberg, Andri, Brandon White, Brian Kruger, Daniel Martinek, Faraz Rizvi, Garrett Holfish, G. Levin, Gustav Strombaum, Hayden Hargraves, Jesse Blue, Luis Ibarra, M. Miguel Rivas, Mo Grant, Paul Sway, Stomps, Stepan Hakobian, The Banana Forklift Killer, Tito Jopes, Chum Nguyen, Zigazich, Anish Dor, Aaron Haney, Alex Monaco, Anna Croft, Anthony F., Anthrioni, Arthur Lau, Asbo Zapruder, Barry Tomasini, Brian Foster, Bunny Chen, C.S. Lewis, Katie Garza, Chris Eccles, Christopher Santis, Clay Roberts, Cody Day, Connell Sumlin, Corey Jackson, Corey Landega, Crumb Eyes, Cyberboa, Dan Sebring, Daniel Kozlowski, Daniel Wong, David Aniki, Enya Hink, Eric Tobias, Forever Ender, Forrest, Fox Jupy, Gabriel Smith, Gino A. Escalante, Harrison Holt, Ian Anderson, Jesse Wilkeson, John McCullough, John Prey, Junya Motomura, Kai Yu Jensen, Carl Williams, Kevin Gillet, Kruva, Leon Keys, Marco Hernandez, Materia Addict, Max Miller, Miguel, Nefertiti Jenkins, Nycrypt, Nick Hill Sharma, Ninja Kitty Meow, Ono Turtle, Orugachino, Patrick Held, Pixelated, Ray Aldiar, Richard Ma, Ritz 1906, Robert 7 Lee, Robin, Sage Mode Q, Salvers, Samuel Copeland, SD Prima, Sebastian T, Servino, Sean Johnstone, Cito, Strikeout NZ, Tadashi 047, Tim Strothman, Tomovi Kioni, Travis Ing, TZP2 Game Night, Wouter DeHaze.